Dr. Bridget McKinney, principal of Miami Carroll City Senior High School Chiefs. And I love this collaboration. This is placing us on a mega mall stage, right? And it gives us an opportunity for a collaboration that has never been done before. This is historic, and I love to see when our students, our community, get a chance to embrace a unity and feel the pride that is going to vibrate through our look, when we're outfitted, and the performance level of what it may attract when it comes to our students and the talent that may have not taken a second look. This will give them an opportunity to take a second look, because this is something that has never been done in our nation, and I am happy to be a part of that launch. And our staff, our students, our parents are going to adore this opportunity. We thank Adidas for making us a part of this program, and we look forward to what it brings.
Coach George Stubbs, head coach, Miami Carroll City. I think we had an excellent day here today, joining this collab with Adidas partnership. I think it's going to be a great day in South Florida. Us getting together as a brand, building the brand together. I'm just excited about the new opportunities that we have for our players, for our coaches, and our city, and just look forward to the future.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Simons. I'm the proud principal of the historic Booker T. Washington Senior High School in Overtown, Florida. Today's collaboration has been amazing. We saw some great residual conversations with the coaches, the assistant athletic directors, along with all the staff from Adidas and all SVC sports as well. I'm so thrilled and just positive about everything that's coming up for our students and for our community. These guys are going to have first-class uniforms, first-class experience, and these guys are going to be treated like they're in D1 colleges, and I'm so excited for them because they deserve it, the community deserves it, and we're so pleased to be a part of the Super 7. We thank everybody that made this possible.
Tim Ice Harris, head football coach at Booker T. Washington Senior High School. Today's event, the collaboration here today, with Adidas and 305, it was a little different in terms of coming into this, realistic. If I'm gonna talk realistic and talk real, it's something at first I didn't see the vision in terms of what was put in front of me today. Had an opportunity to really sit down and listen and see where the vision is going, what is the big picture. And at this point, I'm continuing to still trying to make
marriage between two great concepts, the Adidas brand and the new brand, 305, Miami-Dade County 305. We'll be making very top-notch uniforms for all schools in the county, and we're elevating the schools to a whole nother level. We look forward to it. This is groundbreaking development, shifting the marketplace, and we are happy and proud to be part of it.
Thomas Bauman, Senior Manager for Adidas Team Sales. We couldn't be more excited for this Miami-Dade School District partnership. We've got 40 schools that we are going to outfit in our elite level Adidas product, and it's going to be a true partnership between the brand and Miami-Dade. So really looking forward to this for the next 5 years and many years beyond.
Johnson. Here we go, the former first base player, now coach, and of course the ESPY Award winner. Coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Hampton, man. I'm just out here tonight, man. Kickoff South Florida football at the legendary Travis House Stadium, man. We got Mr. Wilcox going, two legendary schools, great lineage, great pedigree. Both schools have put a lot of Division I players out there, a lot of pro athletes.
Absolutely. What more could you ask for here? Newly renovated Traz Powell Stadium, Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. 1st and 10 for South Dade. Here come the Buccaneers. Quick pass to the left side. Scampers for a gain of 1 or 2 yards. Tackled out of bounds. 2nd and 8 for the Buccaneers.
What I'm interested to see tonight, Hampton, man, is Booker T defense is senior led by number 1, Tyrell Snelling. First team 3-year starting linebacker, first team all Dade last year.
Definitely watch out for him. He had the kickoff as well. He's got a foot, big-time athlete. 2nd down and 8 for the Buccaneers. Shotgun formation, trips right. Take the play from the sideline. And that quarterback Sierra getting the play. Barking out to his offensive line. Here we go. Takes the snap, 3 receivers to the right, slings it over to Smith. Smith makes the catch. There's a penalty flag thrown. However, Smith all the way to the 30, and that's going to be a 1st down and more. However, Coach, I think it might be some kind of illegal block. I saw something here. What'd you see?
We definitely have laundry on the field. But what I'm interested to see, South Dade comes out in the trip set and then pass ball. But the big question for the defense, since Ben Hanks left, he went to the University of Florida, is number 12, Naheem Adderley. He had 2 interceptions in the preseason game. They say he's known to be a shutdown corner, so I'm interested to see how he's going to stand up, being that they lost their number 1 cornerback.
Absolutely. Ben was an amazing player, And like we thought, the penalty goes against the Buccaneers, so they will back up all the way back to the 35, let's see, about the 33-yard line. So good work that was Smith with the reception. Just an illegal block, and here we go. Once again, trips right for the Buccaneers. Sierra patiently waiting. He's got a running back right behind him. 3 receivers to the right. Here's Sierra, second and extremely long. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and just like you mentioned, Coach, the tackle number 1, Tyrell Snelling and company, swallows him up.
Yes, definitely Tyrell Snelling. He's known since he's been in high school. When he hits you, he stops you. Everything stops, everything goes backwards. Hard hitting Tyrell Snelling. Also, I'm interested to see the hard hit safety number 8, Joshua Jones.
Let's see if he can get a play here. It's third and very long for the Buccaneers, about 20-21.
Very rangy athlete.
Yep, there's a timeout. We'll take it with him, folks. You're watching the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment. Timeout on the floor, or on the field, rather. Third and extremely long for the Buccaneers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Adidas fielded Traz Powell, Hoptum Kaleta, alongside my co-host, Coach Calvin Johnson. Not Megatron, but Miami's Calvin Johnson. Third and about 17 for the Buccaneers. Here we go, shotgun formation. Sierra throws over the middle. Pass is complete by Smith. Wrapped up in the middle. Once again, your man number 1, Tyrell Snelling. You can't say his name enough already, Coach.
Yes, sir, Tyrell Snelling, man. He's been doing this for the last 3 years of high school, man. Like I said, once he hits you, he stops you.
Absolutely. That forces 4th and long now for the Buccaneers. Punt formation. Great defense by the Booker T. Washington Tornadoes. And we'll see if they can take advantage here on the special teams. Here's the snap. Gets the punt away high and short. Just past the 50-yard line. Takes a negative bounce. And great field position for the Tornadoes, Coach. Less than 50 yards to score a touchdown.
Yes, now here's the big question right here. The question is sophomore quarterback, Ryan Jenkins. He's an accurate passer and a great signal caller. It's going to be interesting to see how he can direct his offense, being that, Booker T with Coach Ice and losing Coach Ice now they're with first-year head coach Dorian James. So got a lot of pressure on this kid here, sophomore starting quarterback.
Absolutely. You see the interesting trips right and trips left, twins right. Now they adjust. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. Here's motion, pre-snap motion by Bailey. A lot of movement for the Tornadoes, pre-snap. Looks like single coverage on the outside, and did they get a delay of game or did they get a timeout in time? There's a delay of game on the offense, so a lot of nerves out there. First drive for the Tornadoes, just need to calm down.
Right, and I'm pretty sure Coach James, that's something that he didn't want to happen, being that is their first play from scrimmage. They was on the sideline first, so you would think that they would be ready to come out and execute the play.
Right, hopefully they can get it right on this one. 1st and 15 for the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation once again. Can they get it right? Twin receivers line up to the left. Here's pre-snap motion. That is by Bailey. Once again, here's a snap. Play action. Tosses it to the right. Here's Gray. And Gray tosses it all the way back just over the receiver. Incomplete. Nice trickery a little early in this contest.
That's very early for a little trickery. I was surprised to see that. What I would like to see, though, number 3, Jamarius Pitts here, the senior wide receiver. He attacks the ball, great route runner, great speed. So he has a lot of questions to be answered. He has big shoes to fill as well.
Absolutely. They spoke highly about him. And then also on the defensive end for the South Dade Buccaneers, Michael Tree Harris. You've also got Damian Fisher, and then on the offensive end, the boss. But let's see if Tree and Fish can take advantage here on 2nd down and long for the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers lined up to the right. Where do you think he's going? Great catch and breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. Look at him, Coach Johnson. Big gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, that was number 5, Terrell Johnson. He's also a senior wide receiver. He ran pretty hard, broke a few tackles. He made something out of nothing.
Absolutely,
That ball
Johnson.
almost got intercepted.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to make the tackle at the line, but great job by Johnson to break the tackle, use his speed to get up the field, and now they have some breathing room here on 3rd down. You see as they take a timeout. The officials timeout. So we'll take it with him, folks. Early on, 0-0, 8:57 left in this first quarter. You're watching the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Booker T. Washington trying to make something happen. Pass is complete. Big first down at the 28-yard line.
Once again, that was Terrell Johnson, man. Big receiver, big target, great hands. Turned around, looked for the ball. Hands was out. He was ready to receive the ball. So it's a first down for Booker T. They're getting in the territory now for their running back, Dwight Hopkins. I'm looking to see what Hopkins does in this. He runs hard and low. Great in the pass game, and he's great out the backfield. So look for Hopkins on a little flare routes and little wheel routes and see how he executes that.
You know, Johnson must be your cousin for sure. You just mentioned him, and now he makes a big play. It's in the family, right?
It's pedigree. It's pedigree and his lineage, so you know how that goes.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, shotgun formation for the Tornadoes. Here's the snap. Tosses it to the right, fumbles the ball, gains possession, and gets tackled. Big sack. Great defensive play by number 26, Uriah Gomez, for the South Dade Buccaneers.
And that's one thing about South Dade. They're always known for having a great defense and sticky cornerback play. They have a lot of D1 prospects leave out of here that play cornerback. That was the big question coming in for me to see with the South Dade defense, how they execute, because they're always known for a great defense, great cornerback. So we'll see as the game progresses.
Yeah, that was a great read. Nearly turned the ball over, but great job by the Tornadoes to recover. Let's see how they fare. 2nd and extremely long. Here's motion. Fakes the toss. Now the screen to the left side. Hopkins, you mentioned it. Here he goes to the 20, to the 15. Met by a slew of Buccaneers. First down, Tornadoes.
And as expected, right on cue, in this area, they said, look out for Hopkins. This is where he works. This is where he operates. He's great out the backfield, and he's awesome in the passing game.
Great call. 2 for 2 so far, Coach, on that one. That's a big first down for the Tornadoes as they continue to milk the clock. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Still scoreless here at the newly renovated Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation. Here's Jenkins. Thinks about it, gets tackled once again behind the line, and who is it? 26 again. You talked about the defensive backs, sticky corners. Uriah Gomez once again with another big tackle, 2nd and long for the Tornadoes.
I'm pretty sure it's just nerves at this point with the Booker T offense. I'm pretty sure Coach Dorian James is going to be a lesson. If they clean up the errors and the penalties and get the movements down, they should be able to take care of business and go in for a score here.
Absolutely. First-year head coach Dorian James going against our coach Pat Burrow of the Buccaneers. Shotgun formation once again for Booker T. Washington. Here's motion. Jenkins steps back, tosses to the left, incomplete, loses his footing. Tried to go for Jamarius Peltier. You mentioned him just a few moments ago. Yeah. So now a big 3rd down for Booker T. You saw the kickers before the contest wasn't good because of the rain, so you want to think about this could be 4-down territory. If you don't get the first down, start thinking about those plays right now maybe.
Definitely, but this is definitely Peltier, and this is Hopkins territory. Look for Hopkins out in the backfield, but this is what he does best at this point.
Here we go. The speed back Hopkins is who he's mentioning, Dwight Hopkins. Here we go. Jenkins takes the 3-step drop, passes it to Hopkins. He can't hold on to it, Coach. They heard you, and he heard it, and there's 2 flags. Hold on. Late flags. Wonder what those could be. But what a play by the Booker T. Washington Tornadoes. Perfect play out the backfield. He had his man wide open, just couldn't hold on to it. And let's see what the penalty is.
Personal foul.
Wow, personal foul. Roughing the passer, automatic first down, Coach.
They just gave Booker T life right there with the first foul. They bailed him out. They bailed Hopkins out because usually he's sure-handed, and he catches that out of the backfield. So,
you know, that one hurts for sure. You want to win the sudden change.
Definitely.
But that one hurts. You just gave him life. It would have been 4th and very long, but 1st and 10. Let's see if the Tornadoes can take full advantage. Once again, Haptam Kaleta in the booth alongside not Megatron, but Miami's own Coach Calvin Johnson. Here we go, folks. Jenkins looking to the left, getting the play from Coach Dorian James. He's got trips right. Once again, looks to the left, trying to get the play from the sideline. 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Great drive by the Tornadoes. Here we go. Great run up the middle by Hopkins. You just mentioned him, Coach. What a run, knifing through the middle for a gain of 3.
Absolutely, and they took advantage of the big right tackle, Sean Cenas, number 75. Like he's one of their better run blockers, and they went right behind Sean Cenas with Hopkins. That was a great play call. They went the right way with the big right tackle. Right tackle is normally known for run blocking. So big guy over there, man. He's taking care of business. So that was a great run.
That's good stuff. You went deep into that one. That was great
you
stuff.
You can't forget the lineman. I was a lineman. All the kicking back, but most linemen, they like to get nasty, they like to get gritty, and they like to run block.
Absolutely, those are the best ones. Here we go. So 2nd and goal for the Tornadoes. Can they punch it in? Jenkins at quarterback, shotgun for Booker T. There's movement and there's a flag.
False start. If Booker T could just clean up some of the flags. There's a lot of movement going on.
Right, they like a lot of motion. That's how Coach Dorian James likes it so far. It is the first game for them. They're coming. They're trying to get used to it. You mentioned a young quarterback. So far, so good, but a couple of things, they got bailed out on that 3rd down play. Let's see if they can stay focused. But you got to give credit to the Buccaneers D as well, Coach. They're holding on so far.
Definitely.
Bend but don't break. You didn't give up any points yet, but they're close. So here we go, folks.
South Dade is known for their defense, man. They've been one of the better defenses in Dade County for a long time now.
Amazing. Here we go, folks. 3rd down. And no, they said it's 1st down, so they did give him the first after that one, and there's a timeout. So we'll take it with them, folks. Still scoreless here, but Booker T. Washington threatening in the red zone. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the 305 Plus Network.
Get ready for the inaugural Adidas Kickoff Classic Weekend held August 22nd and 23rd. It's all going down at Adidas Field at Powell Stadium, 11380 Northwest 27th Avenue in Miami. Booker T. Washington Tornadoes, South Dade Buccaneers, Orange Lutheran Lancers out of California, and the reigning Class 3A state champions, Miami Northwestern Bulls. You can catch it all when you download the 305 Plus Network app. Watch the games live, support your school, and get discounts off Adidas merchandise. It's a win-win-win already.
Quarter alongside Coach Calvin Johnson. I'm Haptam Kaleta, bringing you this broadcast from the newly renovated Adidas Field at Powell Stadium. So here we go, 1st and 5 for the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation for Jenkins. Takes the snap, looks left, launches it in the corner, just off the fingertips, incomplete. He had his man beat, Coach.
Yeah, that was Antoine Stanley here, senior.
And look at that. Look at the field
Just
conditions.
Number 5, correction, number 5.
Tyrell Johnson.
Tyrell Johnson once
yes,
again. So Johnson's on the roll. Like, he's looking for Johnson tonight, man. I'm pretty sure he gets another opportunity that he'll pull that in.
Yeah, and the field looks a little dry now, but that portion of the field, you see it was raining nonstop, the effects of Hurricane Aaron. And we definitely got some rain before the game.
Yep.
Lightning delays, but here we are, 2nd down. Let's see what they can do.
Lucky to have football tonight.
Absolutely. Great to be back here. Newly renovated, newly named Adidas Field at Powell Stadium. Trips right for the Tornadoes. Jenkins gets the call from the sideline, and there's another flag. You said it best, Coach. If they can just clean it up, still knocking on the door, but another flag against the offense.
Yeah, this looked like the right guard. Looks like number 65.
It should be the seam or the slant. What J30 at the bottom?
Correction, 55. And he's a senior, Jonathan Fuentes. Surprisingly a senior, like they usually take care of that business. So he's paired up over there again with number 75, Sean Cenas, the senior offensive tackle. So
AJ got to get on.
So still scoreless in this first quarter. The Bucks had their chance, and now the Tornadoes are knocking in the red zone. Big second down opportunity for Booker T. Washington.
Slant up top. Snap with the trip. Which is who that? Just. No. J30 got to go inside on the post, though.
So here we go. As Booker T. Washington gets set for the play, second down. Good patience. Waiting for the play, but there's some movement on the opposite side on the South Dade bench, and I think we should be good to go now. Let's see. Yep, Jenkins comes back to the huddle.
That's a correction on the play. That was number 60, Michael
Orozco with the movement, huh?
Yes.
Get those nerves out, Orozco. No worries at all. Here we go. Second down, shotgun formation for the Tornadoes. Here's Jenkins. Play action. Great throw. Touchdown, Tornadoes. Number 5, Tyrell Johnson with the catch. And you talked about him. That's your cousin. Just kidding, but he made it happen. What a catch. What a throw, Coach.
Yes, sir. Like Terrell Johnson, they're looking for him. They're going to him. He was wide open on that play. Great catch over the shoulder. He concentrated. He saw the ball all the way in. Under the conditions, great catch. I told you, if they went back to him.
Got to give credit to Jenkins. What a perfect throw. Patience. Threw it behind. The player wasn't even ready and just beat his defender right in the breadbasket. 6-0 your score. Booker T. Washington takes an early lead here in this first quarter.
And what's the thing about receivers, man? You got to have a quick memory, man. If you drop a pass, forget about it and get back in the huddle and want that ball, want it back again.
Absolutely.
Every receiver should want the ball every play. You want the ball, you want the play.
Right, even Hopkins, remember the drop he had? It was just right there, but we understand the field conditions, so they have to understand that. But your short memory is the better thing to happen. And there's the kick. Blocked at the line, so no good, but the damage is done. Booker T. Washington scores the first points of the night, 6-0 over South Dade.
And it's a golden rule, man, as a receiver, man. You know, once you drop a ball, never look at your hands. Never look at your hands.
Absolutely. Great start for Booker T. Washington. Coach Dorian James satisfied at the touchdown, couldn't get the point after, and I wonder how many chances they're going to attempt for the kick before they start going for 2. Eventually you're going to realize it's hard to kick in these conditions. What will they do?
I figure they'll give them a couple more chances, but, you know, with the weather and the conditions on the field, I'm pretty sure maybe one more time they don't execute the extra point, they'll probably start going for 2.
Absolutely. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 305 Plus Network. I'm Hoptom Kaleta alongside not Megatron, but Coach Calvin Johnson. He's Miami's own, the first baseman. He's an ESPY Award winner, Coach. How did that happen?
I mean, like I used to tell my players, man, you never know who's watching. So I encourage my players to always put their best foot forward, man. And, like, it was a great story. It was a great time for the kids. Without those kids, it wouldn't have been me, man. And I give all the credit to the kids. They bought in. They were there for 3 years, and that was their reward, man. I did it for the community. I did it for my high school. And, you know, if I had the chance to do it all over again, I'll go back to the same spot.
Amen. Dade County giving back to his community. You love to see it, Coach Calvin Johnson. And here we go, 6-0 start for the Tornadoes. Here's South Dade. Great return, looking in the open field. James Hope, and he's gone. The 20, 15, 10, 5.
No flags on the play.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Yes,
and no flags on the play is right. James Hope just gave the Buccaneers a lot of hope. My goodness,
and
Coach.
Once he got past that second wave and I saw it was him and the kicker, I knew it was bye-bye.
My goodness.
Bye-bye.
Shot out of a cannon. So 6-6.
Just that quick. That's the way to answer, though.
Just
That's how
like
you have
that.
to answer. That's how you have to answer. Keep the morale up, because they had a little morale was down on the sideline, and those with the flags and with the misses, the missed calls. But that is the way that you answer. Real quick, they right back in the game. The confidence boosted right back up. Shout out to Pat Burrow and his special teams coach for that execution.
Absolutely. And James Hope, my goodness, folks. That man was gone, folks. And let's see. We mentioned the point after attempt. Let's see if it's going to affect them as well, as if the Buccaneers have a better foot, or is the football just too wet? Eventually, we talked with Coach Calvin Johnson. Are they going to start going for 2? Will it affect them later? Let's see.
Yeah, because normally when you're hiking the ball, like, it slides on the slick turf. So once it gets to the holder and the kicker, you just never know.
And there you go. So point after attempt is good. 7-6. Buccaneers have a little bit better luck. 7-6. It's going to come down to those extra points. Wonder if they'll go for 2 next time. Nonetheless, 7-6. The Bucs answer back. Coach, that is the best way to answer back. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we return, the remainder of this first quarter. You're watching the 305 Plus Network.
That's ball greasy. They know what that is. Hey, you heard who that was? Yeah.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Holston comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities. Funding for essential programs has been a long-standing challenge for our schools. Limited budgets mean tough choices, and often, programs that enrich student life are the first on the chopping block. But thanks to Miami-Dade County Public Schools licensing program and the 305 Plus network, Holston has created new ways to generate revenue, helping our schools become less dependent on state funding and local taxes. This support doesn't just keep programs running, it keeps them alive. Each purchase of licensed merchandise directly supports our schools, meaning every dollar spent goes back into creating opportunities for our students. The impact of Holston support is tangible. Just look at initiatives like the Gridiron Football Showcase, where young athletes get the opportunity to shine on the big stage. The prom pull-up event brought communities together in celebration. And with the 305...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Booker T. Washington Special Teams. Great return once again. Terrell Johnson on it. Great return after the Buccaneers scored a touchdown on their kickoff return and got the extra point. That has led us to 7-6, preceded by the Tornadoes touchdown, and now they have a chance to answer back. Haptam Kaleta alongside Coach Calvin Johnson in the booth tonight. Excited to be back. Another year, another season in a new stadium.
Yeah, definitely, man. It looks great out here, man. I'm just interested to see how the kids respond. Like, they really understand what's going on, man. And the Adidas came in and they took care of everybody. Everybody looks great. They outfitted everybody. The stadium looks great. It's great to be back out here.
Look good, feel good. What Coach Palm said, absolutely. You feel good, you play good. So
absolutely.
So far, so good. It's been a great contest. Here's the snap. Under center, handoff up the middle, gain of about 2 or 3. Once again, we talked about Damian Fisher, the Fish, and Michael Harris, Tree, clogging up the middle. And you see the no-huddle offense by the Tornadoes picking up the pace, and now they're under center. 3 in the backfield. Here we go. They're running the ball. Great handoff, but once again, what a tackle. Got to see that number. 56, hands down, just swallowed the defender. Andrew Bradwell, my goodness.
Great tackle. Booker T with a great return. They came out with great field position. I'm interested to see if they could clean up some of the penalties, some of the false starts, and some of the holding.
Yeah, they changed it up. They were a spread offense early, and then now they're under center. I wonder what led to that. They just want to try to run the ball, keep the pace.
Just giving different looks, to keep defense off.
Okay, big third down here. Let's see how they adjust. Quarterback's been doing fantastic so far. Jenkins, the young man, under center. Play action. Has plenty of time, rifles it over the middle, first down. What a hit! Holds on to the ball, first down, Tornadoes, but my goodness, what a sensational hit. That was number 28, Weston Moling, gave a great delivery.
Great catch by Tyrone Troy, man. Like, he held on to the ball. That's his number one job.
Absolutely.
You're going to get hit anyway, so you might as well hold on to the ball.
Absolutely.
Great reception.
Let me not even forget about the catch and thank you for that.
Exactly.
As we have an injured player down on the field right now. That's Jenkins, I believe, the quarterback. Good to see him get up on his own 2 feet. As he hobbles towards the sideline, great to see their leader, the young leader.
Great reception by Tyrone Troy.
Yeah,
he held
what a
on
throw.
To the ball. He got popped.
He did. It was a great play action. He had time, but what a throw also by Jenkins. He just rifled it over the middle, and even better catching to hold on to that.
Like I said, man, South Dade, they're known for their secondary, man, hard-hitting guys, man. Antrell Rowe came from South Dade.
Man,
yeah.
come on. That's a household name.
They had a pedigree.
Come on,
down
Coach.
there. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Amazing.
Hard-hitting guys down south, man.
So 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. 3:14 left in this first quarter. They've got 3 receivers lined up to the left side. 1 running back in the backfield. Shotgun formation. We got a backup quarterback in the contest now. Run pass option. Gets a couple yards. Great defense by the Buccaneers front, but you see backup quarterback now taking advantage.
Yeah, that was number 10.
Jenkins is out for a little bit. And now he's back in. Okay. 14
Another
maybe?
freshman. That was
Gray, I believe. Gray. There you go.
Gray, big dude too, man. He was rumbling, man. He was hard to bring down.
You know, you got to give a breather to Jenkins, and the best thing, RPO, keep it safe, don't fumble, and just up the middle. Now they're back to their spread. 3 receivers lined up to the left. Here's Jenkins back in the contest. Running back in motion. Jenkins, 3-step drop, steps into the pocket and gets tackled just past the line of scrimmage. Look at that front side for the Buccaneers.
Being that he just came back from a small injury, I thought that he went with the safer play when he had Hopkins flared out, but he decided to keep it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, now Hopkins comes off the field. You're right. You want to try to get it to that man. He did a great job of eluding the sack, but they were hunting him down quick. So big 3rd down here for the Tornadoes. Let's see if Jenkins is up for it. You've got 4 receivers lined up to the right, so should be a lot of fun over there. Now 3 of them bunched together. A lot of space for Jenkins. Let's see if he can get enough time from the offensive line. Under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Here we go. Jenkins takes the snap, looks left, fires it in, complete. What a throw by Jenkins. He has got a rifle of an arm.
Yes, he does. And that was a great catch by Tyler Brinson, holding on to the ball. The DB was right on him. He didn't have any space, but he looked the ball all the way in. Great catch, great reception, great tackle by the DB.
Yeah.
South Dade DBs, they're there. They're right there. They're on the ball, but that was a rifle pass by the quarterback.
I give him credit for sure. Both ends, like you say, for sure. But that young man is playing great. He's got an arm. Good enough for 1st down? No, they say it's going to be 4th down and short. So, of course, Booker T. Washington will line up to go for it. 4th and 2. Here we go. Jenkins. You've got 4 receivers to the right, 3 bunched up right near each other, and there's a timeout. Which side? Was it for Dorian James or for Pat Burrow? Probably Pat Burrow, right? Definitely want to call timeout for sure. We'll take a short break when we return. 4th and 2. You're watching Booker T. Washington and South Dade on the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
Inside bunch.
Hey, doing great with them receivers too, because if I can catch them.
To bring forth Dade County what is long overdue. A partner that values the talent that we put on the field in this district. I think it's a great partnership for the next 5 years to bring to the community the level of engagement that we need when it comes to performance on the field, as well as incentives for students and teachers in the classroom.
4th and 2 for the Tornadoes. Lined up in the red zone. Here we go. 4 receivers to the right. Jenkins takes the snap, looks left, rifles it. Incomplete. Tried to throw it into tight coverage. It's a tough decision there, and it's a turnover for sure. It worked the other time, but with 2 yards to gain, there were just too many receivers. He has a rifle, but that was a tough one.
When they came out in the formation, and it kind of seemed that they wanted to exploit that the matchup down to the bottom here. But it wasn't open. Like I said, South Dade secondary, man. They're on the play, man.
He did. No, absolutely. They did well.
I think he should have. It looked like it was man coverage across, all the way across the field. I think he should have just decided to tuck and try to get the first down himself with his leg.
For sure. And he'll learn. Sophomore quarterback, hey, having a great game so far. You know, tough decision there, but he has a lot of time left. So let's see how the defense can react and see if South Dade can get back on the board. They lead 7-6 here with less than 1 minute left in this first quarter. Here's a handoff up the middle. Look at the speedster. Vicious hit, but Andrew Simons getting the first down. My goodness. He shot out of there.
And that was before mentioned, number 8, Joshua Jones with the hard hit, man. That's how you tackle in the open field, man. It was just him and the running back. and he stood up, and that was a great open field tackle because he doesn't make that tackle, it's bye-bye, and it's 6 for the offense.
Absolutely. Great tackle, but great run up the middle. 1st and 10 once again for the Buccaneers. And the ball's on the floor. Fumble. Did they recover it? Tornadoes? Hold on, Coach. There's a flag. We've got a fight in the middle of the field. And hold on. Were punches thrown? We need to see. And it's recovered by the Tornadoes.
A lot of unnecessary pushing and shoving. You got to know the situation. You can't lose your cool. It might cost you here with yardage, but I'm pretty sure it's going to still be Booker T ball because they recovered the ball before the actual flag. So we'll see what happens here. But you got to know what's going on the field. You got to have self-control. You got to control yourself. You don't want to hurt your team, man.
For sure. And then if they're thrown out, hopefully you didn't see punches. You're just praying for a 15-yard penalty. But even those, first game back, just too emotional. Yes, there was a fumble. Even if you turn it over, you can't give them 15 yards more.
You can't do it, being that you're already having a lot of penalties.
Yes, sir.
You just can't do that. You can't allow that. And if I were the coach, he'd have to sit down for a serious two and realize what he has done, to hurt the team. So luckily, no punches thrown, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how South Dade's defense responds.
Spoken well like a coach. I forget sometimes. It's an SB winner that is in the booth with me, ladies and gentlemen. Calvin Johnson.
Mr. SB.
Amen. Wonderful. And you're right. You got to, that's the tough love. I'm not going to kick you out, but I got to sit you down for a little bit. You got to learn.
You're the man, Hampton, man.
Right. Hey, thank you.
Great,
blessings.
Man. I'm learning from you, man. You're great.
Blessings,
man.
my guy. Here we go. So less than 24 seconds left in this one. There was a flag, a turnover. Booker T. Washington trails 7-6. However, they won the sudden change, and now they've got the ball deep in, I would say deep in South Dade territory. But the DBs are ready. Here we go. No, once again, I think you might be right. 0 is out. Doesn't look like it, is it? Yes, it is. He's back in there. Okay, he's back. And once again, referees having a discussion. Officials.
It seems as if Booker T wants to exploit this one-on-one matchup down on the short side of the field, the one-on-one matchup. Let's see if they go that way. Because it seems to be it seems to be more help over to the wide side of the field, the boundary side.
Right, they have the numbers on the wide side. If you see now, they push somebody out. One of the linebackers late motion. And now you've got Hopkins in motion. Here's Jenkins. Gets pounded, but he found his man. And you called it, Coach. Peltier with the touchdown.
I told you earlier before the game started, look for Peltier.
You just said it. Peltier with the touchdown. You just said watch for the near side matchup. Touchdown Tornadoes. How about that?
He had a size advantage, so when they came out, I kind of figured, I'm like, maybe they're going to exploit this lineup. And he dropped the pass earlier. And once again, he redeemed himself, and that's a big redemption play for Peltier. Congrats to that kid, man. Like I say, you have to have a short memory in sports, man. Forget about what happened. You can't go back and get it. Great pass, great catch, man.
J. Marius Peltier with the touchdown. Great job, and here's the point after attempt. Blocked once again. I asked you how many times they'll go for that before they start going for two. Nonetheless, Booker T. Washington on top 12-7 with just under 15 seconds left in this one, first quarter. Great job. Back and forth affair for the first game, returning back at Travis Powell Stadium at Adidas Field. We'll keep it here, Coach. So far, so good, man. What a contest.
Yes, and I'm mostly impressed with the wide receiver core for Booker T, being that they came out, they had some mistakes early, some drops, but they're redeeming themselves, man. They're coming back out, they're catching everything else that's thrown to them, and it's showing. It's showing with the score, it's showing with the touchdown. So it's a great way to answer, way to come back out. Great play by the defense to get the offense back the ball to build morale. Because
remember, it was just fourth down.
Exactly,
After we just talked about it,
yep.
We said Jenkins will learn, though. We said it, and he did. It didn't take him long. He rifled one, and you called it.
It seems like a game of morale building, man. Every time they get down, they pop right back up, man. Great job by the offense,
absolutely,
man. Great job.
You have to overcome adversity. That's a big thing. So far, what a contest, South Dade, before that fumble, was right there. You got the kickoff return. So now let's see, you've got the speedy James Hope. Are you going to kick back to his side or go the other way?
I would go the other way.
Absolutely.
It only takes one time for me to learn.
He was a speedster.
It's
just
a
shot out
football
of
game. It's
cannon.
not an ego contest.
Right.
Like, I have nothing to prove. I'm not kicking to you no more, kid.
No more. We're going to the left or squibbing it to the right.
Kick it to one of the linemen.
Absolutely, and exactly what you do, but he still gets it. Here's James Hope somehow. Look at him once again to the 50-yard line. Great return by James Hope. South Dade gets first down and 10, less than 50 yards away from pay dirt already.
Yes, and that was number 10, Tyler Brinson.
Great tackle, huh? It's a touchdown-saving tackle.
Touchdown-saving tackle, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once again, open field.
Absolutely, Coach. So far, so good. 12-7, Booker T. Washington on top. I'm Haptam Kaleta alongside my co-host, Coach Calvin Johnson, bringing you this broadcast live from newly renovated Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium.
Let's see how South Dade offense responds after a fumble.
Andre Sierra has been doing a great job leading his team. There's a short pass to the left side, just short, incomplete. That'll bring up second down for the Buccaneers.
Great play by the DB on that end to cause a little confusion between him and his guy, because he pushed this guy all the way back and it kind of disrupted the timing of the play.
That's
great play.
Absolutely.
It looks to be number 12. Naheem Adderley, yes, that is number 12. Naheem Adderley.
Yeah, I know
we
they're trying to get
about him earlier.
Yeah, absolutely, you sure did. And here's also looking for Pendergrass on the offensive side for the Buccaneers.
Adderley replaces Ben Hanks, a Florida guy that went to Florida, so he has big shoes to fill, and so far so good.
Absolutely. Here's Sierra, handoff up the middle. Here's Simons, first down and more. Great run by the Buccaneers. First down for the Bucs, and that'll end the first quarter. 12-7. Booker T. Washington on top, but Coach, what a first quarter we've seen.
Great first quarter. A little disappointed in number 8, Josiah Jones, man. He came up on the last drive with a great hit, but he just missed a big tackle in the open field, and it cost them. They gave up a big gain. So he has to make that tackle. He has to come up and make that open field tackle. That's what the scouts look for, and they want to see that. And I'm pretty sure the Booker T. defensive back coach are like pretty much hitting themselves inside the head. You have to make that open field tackle to avoid big plays like that.
Absolutely.
Big plays lead to drive extension.
Right, and he did great on the first time, but that time, one good, one bad, but he earned that first one. So great job by Joshua Jones. We'll see if he can pick it up here in the second quarter. But nonetheless, Booker T on top, 12-7. Once again, alongside Coach Calvin Johnson, I'm Haptam Kaleta. Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Adidas is partnered up with Dade County, and here we are. Just unbelievable job with the stadium, the uniforms, the atmosphere. They have DJs here. Everybody's rocking. It's a great atmosphere for the second quarter here.
Yeah, the fans didn't let the weather keep them away. It wasn't me. Was that a long first quarter?
Extremely long for sure after the long weather delay. So we'll see if they're going to run the ball more in this second quarter or not. They like the spread offense. They like to try it out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But both teams like to spread it out. So interesting what Andre Sierra can do here in this second quarter.
Let's see if they're able to shake the rust off, man. And they got a quarter in, and everybody should be calmed down. Right. Everybody should just be ready to play. Just
now it's time to play.
No more thinking. Just react and just have fun and be an athlete.
Absolutely. It's been a great contest so far. The turnover has been the difference for this contest for the Tornadoes. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if the Bucs can respond back. As we mentioned, Coach Pat Burrow, head coach for the Buccaneers. Offensive coordinator Pat Terry used to be the coach over at Homestead, or used to be head coach, OC. He went to 3 states championship games. And now he joins Pat Burrow here at South Dade.
Great coaching, great play call. I'm pretty sure it was scripted that Dorian James came out with. He came out with some plays. He came out with a script. He stuck to the script. It had a few drops, a few fumbles and a few penalties. But other than that,
that Booker T offense looks great. It does, definitely. They're well versed. Hopkins, we're just still seeing Hopkins get loose.
Right.
And the Buccaneers, of course, still waiting for Pendergrass to make it happen. But they've been holding on so far.
And let's not forget that Coach Dorian James had some big shoes to fill with Coach Tim Ice Harris leaving to go to Matter Academy. And so he's answered the bell, because those are very big shoes to fill. Coach Tim Harris.
Absolutely. helped revive the football program over at Florida Memorial before Bobby Rome took over. Coach Tim Ice Harris, and then, of course, now is the Mike Jones era in Miami Gardens, taking over the Lions.
Great hire, by the way. Dorian James, he comes from a good football background. He's very known throughout the city with the kids on the optimist level. Great coaching hire, great hire for Booker T.
Yeah, Optimus is everything here for the kids in Miami. It's an incredible just program, the whole 9 yards for sure.
Yeah, you have to get out to those parks, no matter what the sport is.
Right, Bunch Park, yeah, that's
you
where
got to
we
get
get to
out to
see
the
a
park,
lot. Yeah.
whether it's baseball, football, or basketball. You have to get out there and reach the youth, and and look and see what those guys are doing, man. And that's how you get your players, man. That's how you build a team.
The future. Here we go, folks. Second quarter. So quarterback Andre Sierra. Twin receivers lined up to the right and left. They've got a man in motion. Here's Sierra. Fires one deep to the right side. Incomplete.
And that's Nakeem Adderley, big receiver over there. He held his own. And one of the great things about that play by Adderley, Coach Nick Saban always said he only recruited DBs that knew how to play with the ball in the air. Basically, that they make plays while the ball is in the air. And that was a great play by Adderley.
Yeah, they were trying to throw it to Michael Tree Harris. Tree is listed at 6'5", Coach.
That's what I'm saying. That was one-on-one, no help. So he held his own, man.
And
great play by Adderley.
Yeah, he didn't give him any room on that. Here we go, second down for the Buccaneers.
Adderley had two interceptions in the preseason game, so like he's well versed and he's ready.
He wants one in this regular season opener. Here's the snap. Sierra rolls right, has a man open, throw overthrown. Too high for Simons, and that'll be third down for South Dade. Great pressure by Booker T. Washington's front seven.
That was number 7, straight up the middle. That was Tremaine Wallace.
Wallace was coming quickly for him, and he didn't know what to do, just overthrew it for the receiver. Now we've got third and long for the Buccaneers.
Had that catch been caught, he had a lot of open field, so great pressure by number 7, Tremaine Wallace.
Yeah, it's hard to throw while you're rolling out for sure. It's very tricky. So third down for Andre Sierra, quarterback for the Buccaneers. He's got 3 receivers lined up to the right side. Here's the snap. Sierra throws it to the right side. Great defense. What a play. Throws it out.
Once again.
Yeah, the defensive front for the for the Tornadoes. My goodness, Coach.
Yeah, once again, Tremaine Wallace right up the middle. He's a senior. As I go through the roster, man, Booker T is a top-heavy, a senior-laden team. So the seniors are stepping up at the right time and leading the team.
Yeah.
So far, so good. All the seniors are answering the bell.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a nasty front 6-7. They're just getting to the quarterback. I bet the defense loves that.
It seems like the defense is waking up here at Booker T, so see what happens.
Yeah, so fourth down, what do you think they're going to do here, Coach?
I think this is where
you think they have the leg to punt or field goal? Or yeah, they're going to line up for the field goal. Here we go.
The last extra point was great.
That's right. He can, absolutely. So let's see. Let's go here.
Is that number 35?
Yes, indeed. He did knock that extra point. That's Michael Sam. Here we go. Michael Sam, forgive me. Here's Sam lined up. Here's a snap. He's got the length. It's up, and it's no good. He had the distance. Just not as accurate, but great effort. Got to give credit. It's great work, Michael Sam, the 5'9" junior. Great attempt by the Buccaneers, by the Buccaneers, but turnover on downs. This is Tornado football.
Booker T will have decent field position here to see what they come out with. It's just to see where they come out and run the ball, where they come out and spread it out once again.
You know, they tried to run, but it wasn't as successful. You have Jenkins, you have the receivers, you still have Hopkins, so maybe, they did run the screen early, the fake to the right, and then they ran the screen to the left, so possibly bring that back?
I'd like to see him run behind the big linemen on the right side.
Okay.
Michael Orozco and number 75, Sean Cenas. every time they run to the right behind those two guys.
Yeah, early in the first quarter, you mentioned those guys. They did have some success early on, so should be interesting. Once again, they spread out a little bit. You've got 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation for Jenkins. Here's the snap.
Here we go,
Tosses
to the right.
to the right, yep.
Oh.
And swallowed up. Dwight Hopkins, gain of about 2, maybe 3. Credit to the South Dade Buccaneers defense. The DBs, everybody ran to the outside. Great speed.
It seems as number 75, Cena's got out there too fast and were able to find somebody to block, but still a great attempt, great play call. Like I just called it out, like, hey, take some of the air out of the ball and let's see how we do on the ground.
That's it.
Kind of wear that defense down a little bit.
So 2nd and 10, 2nd and short. We'll say it's about 2nd and 8. Shotgun formation. Here's Jenkins. Handoff up the middle. What a tackle. Great defense by South Dade. My goodness. One of them was Esters. For sure Walter Esters was in that one. And we got word of him before the game, and here he is. What a tackle. A handoff up the middle. So 3rd and 8. Now you look to spread it out, and you know Jenkins is going to have fun dropping back looking for somebody.
That's what you look for in your D tackles, man. Great run stopper, man. When he hit him, he went
backwards.
That's what you
saw
want
that, huh?
from
Backwards.
a girthy D tackle, man. Get in there, make the play, share your lineman, and make the tackle.
Absolutely. His high school football in Miami is just incredible. So 2 receivers split on both sides. You've got shotgun formation for Jenkins. Running back lined up to the right side. Here's a shift by the defensive line. Here's Jenkins. Looks to the right, pump fakes, and gets slammed! Sack! Great defense by the Buccaneers. That was number 14, Chevin Marshall, with a huge stop on 3rd down.
It seems like somebody forgot to pick Marshall up because he got shot out of the cannon. But once again, quarterback held on the ball too long. He looked one way. He didn't even check. He should have just took off. But, you know, that's easier said than done.
For sure. Great coverage. They blitz, and my goodness.
Great answer.
Marshall, my goodness, absolutely.
Great answer, South Dade defense.
Yeah.
Could have easily went the other way. Great answer.
Great job for Jenkins to hold on to that one, too. 4th and long now. Here's the snap and the punt. High, and there's James Hope once again. Short punt. Takes a terrible bounce if you're a Tornadoes fan, and look at the field position that South Dade was just blessed with.
Yeah, great field position. So I think that the punters on both sides should try to take a little air out of the ball and just kick it straight and see if you get a bounce, get the ball going overly, so therefore you get a good bounce.
And that's tricky because guess who was waiting for it? Mr. James Hope. And that's why he knew. He was like, look, man, I'd rather kick it short than if that man holds on to it. Boy, oh boy. So here we go. Great field position for the Buccaneers. 9:14 left in this 2nd quarter. Booker T still on top. Let's see how their defense can fare. Trips left. And here is Sierra. RPO hands it off up the middle. Great run by Simons. Gets stopped about 8 yards in. And still on his feet. Look at him. Still running. Gets thrown down. 1st down, depending on the spot. They will say motion more than likely.
Great effort
7.
on the play. Great
absolutely.
effort by the O-line to keep the push going, to keep their legs moving.
Absolutely.
And the running back didn't stop. So that was a great run by the running back.
Yeah, great effort. You know, you're down just a little bit here in the 2nd quarter, but you love to see that effort.
Look out for Terrell Snelling real soon.
Here's Sierra over the middle. Pass is complete. Great hit, but not before Ronnie Thornton III makes the catch. No, that was Shropshire. That was Boss. Excuse me. That was Boss. He said, you better make sure you get my number right. Jaden Shropshire.
And it seems like Boss met the CEO because
sure
that was hard hitting Joshua Jones with the stop there. Face mask to face mask.
Absolutely.
So if he's the boss, that was the CEO.
Right, so here we
Great
go.
run.
Great
Right
up
out of
the
my
middle.
cow.
My goodness. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Wow.
My goodness, just like that.
It seems as if they caught the Booker T defense sleeping or wasn't set or wasn't ready, and they just snapped the ball, man, and he was shot out of the cannon, and boom.
I mean, you look up, and he was gone.
Gone.
13-12, Buccaneers take a 1-point lead, and we'll see if they can extend the lead here with the point after attempt.
Jones
My
and his guys seem to
goodness.
be still celebrating that big hit from the prior play, and they got caught sleeping.
Take the trip, bunch
My goodness.
outside the hash and run.
Yeah, great job by the Bucks regaining the lead. We'll see if they can get the extra point. Here's the snap. Kick is up.
I'm just saying, we just need to run it with a bunch way out. That's all I want.
Michael Sam buries the extra point. Buccaneers take a 14-12 lead here in this second quarter.
Like I said, we must have still celebrating that big hit, man, because that kid was shot out of Canada. They didn't know what hit him. They were still running around, and he just took it to the house.
Yeah, that's great awareness and great speed. I mean, just a blink of an eye. We'll take a short commercial break, folks. 14-12, Buccaneers on top. You're watching the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Holston comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities. Funding for essential programs has been a long-standing challenge for our schools. Limited budgets mean tough choices, and often, programs that enrich student life are the first on the chopping block. But thanks to Miami-Dade County Public Schools licensing program and the 305 Plus network, Holston has created new ways to generate revenue, helping our schools become less dependent on state funding and local taxes. This support doesn't just keep programs running, it keeps them alive. Each purchase of licensed merchandise directly supports our schools, meaning every dollar spent goes back into creating opportunities for our students. The impact of Holston support is tangible. Just look at initiatives like the Gridiron Football Showcase, where young athletes get the opportunity to shine on the big stage. The prom pull-up event brought communities together in celebration. And with the 305 Plus network engaging over 38,000 users weekly, Holston is connecting Miami-Dade County like never before. Miami-Dade County Public Schools are built on the belief that every student deserves a path to success. Through Holston's resources, we're creating opportunities outside the classroom for our young men and women. It's with that in mind that we look towards the future, and we ask you to please help us in supporting the Miami-Dade County Public Schools through the licensing program and the 305 Plus network. Together, we're building a brighter future, one student at a time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. I'm Haptam Kaleta alongside Coach Calvin Johnson. What a contest, 14-12. Booker T on top by just 2 points. You enjoying yourself, Coach?
I'm loving it, man. What more can you ask for?
And here we go. Here's the kickoff by Sam once again. Heavy foot.
Great kick.
Yeah, out of the end zone. Touchback, 1st and 10 for Booker. You're down 14-12. What are you looking for from your sophomore quarterback here on this drive specifically?
On this drive here, I would lean a little more on my offensive line. Let's see if we get a run game established. Then we can go up top, and then maybe we can hear that sound that we always hear, and that what's known for in Miami football is blue. I haven't heard the blue yet, so I'm waiting to hear that blue.
Yes,
and so the crowd could go crazy. That's Miami football. But I would run the ball a little more. You have a great running back. Lean on the O-line, man, and let those guys lead you.
Absolutely. Let's see if Coach Dorian James takes your advice. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation for Jenkins. 3 receivers lined to the right. And there's a flag. Some type of false start for sure, illegal procedure, something.
And that's what we
12
can't.
men,
We can't have that coming out of a time, coming out of a kickoff. The offense should be ready. They should know the play. They should know what they're running. We can't have that. Those mistakes that drive the O-line coach crazy and the offensive coordinator. If they could just clean that up a little more, then the offense would be almost just perfect.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looking good, but just a few mistakes and you're down 2. Sometimes those mistakes can cost you. You know, there's still plenty of time left, but you could see the score ending like this, but still plenty of football left. Here's a late handoff up the middle to Hopkins. Couldn't quite get too much room, and you got to give credit to Damian Fisher and also Michael Harris. They're all in there, but great run. Hopkins trying, but not much room there.
Yeah, that was a linebacker number 4.
Twin receivers lined up on both sides. Shotgun formation for Jenkins. He's got a running back right next to him. Here we go, man in motion. Jenkins takes the snap, RPO, fires it over the middle. The pass is complete. Good for the first down. Great job by Jenkins.
That seems to be number 18.
18 or 19? Wally Rosa? No.
Or either Amos Leggett.
I think that was Rosa. Yeah, Wally Rosa with the first down.
You still got the orbit, right?
Great job by the Tornadoes, and now they're going to go quickly. You've got twin receivers once again, their favorite formation, both sides. You got a man in motion. Here's Jenkins. Takes the snap, RPO, hands it off over the middle this time. Big tackle. Great job by number 56. My goodness, Andrew Bradwell and company. No, sir. No room to breathe on that one. Same play, but this time he handed it off, and it didn't go well.
I think he didn't read the defensive line that good. He should have pulled it because he rode him all the way down to the line as the line was already broke through. The defensive lineman already broke through. He should have pulled it and probably kept it or completed the pass. But nonetheless, a great play by South Dade's defense.
Yes, indeed. Got to give credit for sure. Bradwell, my goodness. Here we go. Shotgun formation once again for Jenkins, the sophomore quarterback. Twin receivers on both sides. Here's the snap, three-step drop, fires it to the right side, overthrown, incomplete.
On that play, that was for Terrell Johnson. His feet wasn't set, man. He kind of threw a three-quarters delivery, kind of sidearming the ball. When you drop your elbow, the ball is known to sail up, so that's what happened on that last play. He get his fundamentals and everything better. He'll get his feet set. He'll make a better play.
Absolutely. Looks like there's a timeout on the field. 14-12, Tornadoes still on top. Yeah, big third down here. Third and about 4, maybe 5.
11.
Oh, 11. They got to. Here we go. Then they have plenty of room to go. What you looking for here?
If I'm the play caller, man, listen. Play callers play 30-11. The defensive line of South Dade has been penetrating the last 2 plays. Guess what? You go to the penetrating killer. You go throw the little screen.
Absolutely.
And let Hopkins do the work.
Yeah, they haven't had Hopkins. He tried on that run up the middle, but if you get Hopkins in that space, he is very dangerous. So
the defensive line has a lot of momentum going, so that'll be definitely a killer right there.
Use their momentum against them because they're coming.
A very big game.
Yeah, absolutely,
Coach.
We'll see. Once again, Hoptum Kaleta alongside Coach Calvin Johnson, a baseball man stepping off the diamond to step in the booth to broadcast this football. It's been incredible with you tonight, sir.
I appreciate it, man, and I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to see some more football get started here in Dade County.
Yeah, the quality of football here is just incredible.
2 good teams, man. 2 great teams, man.
Absolutely. Shotgun formation, empty backfield, Coach. Third down. Watch out. They're coming. They're coming. They got to throw it quickly. Here we go. Jenkins takes his time. 4 receivers to the left. Loses his footing. Gets out of the pocket and gets sacked. Great defense. That was number 40. He was all over him. Bernard Hill. Great job. There was nobody in the backfield. He lost his footing. He looked like he could have avoided him, but when you have nobody in the backfield, it's got to be a quick read. And, hey, they just had more people than they couldn't have blockers.
I was thinking that maybe once he didn't get the first read, I was thinking that he would take off with the ball. He held it a little too long, but, hey, at least he didn't turn it over. So
at least. He's doing great on that, and he just slipped. You saw the small slip. That's all it took. He didn't turn it over, so 4th down. Once again for the Tornadoes. And who is back to receive? Probably James Hope, wouldn't you say? If he can get his hands on it. Here we go. Short punt. Why did he do that? Almost fumbled, and they did. Oh, my goodness. Why did he go for that ball, Coach?
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
You almost...
And it wasn't even Hope. It was the cornerback that was blocking on that side.
Yeah, just let the ball go. Yeah, just leave it. You got great field position. Exactly.
He wanted to make a play, though. He tried to scoop it and pitch it to Hop.
Well, you got to know your scenario and timing. I mean, if it's on a punt, unless you have a great beeline and guaranteed, that's dangerous. We'll take a quick commercial break, folks. 14-12 as we have a man down. Tornadoes on top of the Buccaneers. You're watching the 305 Plus Network. score. You just gave him the. Okay. He tried to do too much. You said it best. You said it best.
Yeah, you went too high.
You have less than 50 yards if it just stays where it was. Less than 50 yards to score, bro. You almost ruined it.
He got in the way. He got in the way of the receiver, outside receiver. The outside receiver to this. All right.
Yeah, he's still up. I'm gonna tell you when you up. I don't think that.
Who is it? Was it 19? Yeah. He was messing up all. Messing up all day.
Get ready for the inaugural Adidas Kickoff Classic Weekend held August 22nd and 23rd. It's all going down at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium, 11380 Northwest 27th Avenue in Miami. Booker T. Washington Tornadoes, South Dade Buccaneers, Orange Lutheran Lancers out of California, and the reigning Class 3A state champions, Miami Northwestern Bulls. You can catch it all when you download the 305 Plus Network app. Watch the games live, support your school, and get discounts off Adidas merchandise. It's a win-win-win already.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Adidas Field at Travis Powell. Bucks lead by 2. Here's a handoff up the middle. There's a late penalty flag thrown into the crowd. Gain of about 1, maybe stopped at the line. Let's see what the laundry was.
Yeah. And usually if there's a stop that close to the line by the defense, Booker T is usually led by number 1. Once again on the tackle, that was Tyrell Snelling.
Hey, Tony.
Ooh, automatic first down.
That's called
Personal foul. Face mask is the call.
You had him pinned. That could be a big momentum shift.
Could be. You know, now they're back where the original play would have started if the special teams player didn't make an attempt for it. He tried to make a play, but, you know, lucky for him, his team recovered, and here they are now back at midfield after another penalty, or a penalty against the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation now for Andre Sierra. Here's motion, looks to the right, throws it, intercepted! Great play, and he's going to take it to the crib. No, tackled at the 23-yard line. My goodness, what a play by Amos Leggett. He broke on that. You saw that one from a mile away, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
Great break on the play by Leggett. Great read. He read the quarterback all the way.
All the way, Coach. My goodness. Just sat there, looked at him, and poor Sierra, as soon as he threw it, it was over.
Yeah, he knew he threw it late. You can't go late. If you're going to go, you got to go.
What a break. Amos Leggett, fantastic defensive play. And you talked about the DBs for the Buccaneers, but the Tornadoes, hey, not bad for them either.
Yeah, between Leggett and Adderley, man, they've shown up, man. They answered the call.
Absolutely. What a turnover. Just what the doctor ordered. 14-12, Tornadoes trail by 2. But my goodness, right before halftime to get this, if they can punch it in, would be a big momentum switch.
Yeah, great.
Big momentum shift for sure.
I was thinking South Dade was going to go ahead and punch it in. It seemed like they had the momentum, so now.
Yeah, this game is just, I mean, what a contest. Like, there's not much room for error. One team thinks they're going to go up and then right back at it. So back and forth. Let's see if South Dade maybe can't force another turnover. You just never know. This is great so far. So shotgun formation once again for the Tornadoes. Jenkins trips to the right. Here's the snap. Jenkins looks right. Throws it, passes complete to Peltier, dodges one and gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of about 3. Great defense by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, great pursuit by the linebacker, Tylen Brown from South Dade, man.
That's
great
another
play.
time you mentioned him, Tylen Brown, starting to become a household name.
It seems as if that play took a little too long to develop. So,
For sure. He had to throw it across the whole field. It was like, well, good idea, but, yeah, they –
great pursuit, Tylen Brown on the play, man. Great pursuit.
So 2nd and long. They lost about 3 on the play, Coach. Ryan Jenkins, shotgun formation. Got a running back lined up next to him. Less than 4 minutes now as the clock continues to tick down here at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. Here's Jenkins. Looks to the left. Jenkins avoids a sack, but no, now he gets brought down right around the line of scrimmage. Once again, great defense. That was Uriah Gomez all over that one. So that'll bring up 3rd and long, Coach. What are you looking for here?
I'm looking for something safe. Something safe. I wouldn't want to throw a risky pass and it gets picked off and take it to the house. I look for something safe. Maybe even run the ball and just play a field position game here.
Right, because them DBs, you talked about them all night. Yes, sir.
Worst you just punt the ball and you pin them deep in their territory.
Absolutely. Plenty of football left in the second half. You don't want to let, they're already up 2. It's like you try, but you don't want to go up 9. So we'll see what happens here, though. Jenkins lined up in a tight formation, definitely different from normal. As you said, try to keep it on the ground. Let's see. Jenkins takes the snap, rolls to the right slowly. He's got Hopkins. Short pass is incomplete. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do. He wanted to run. Do I throw it to Jenkins? Does he block for me? Do I run the option? And then the incomplete pass.
Best thing happened is they didn't turn the ball over.
There you go.
Live to see another down.
Yeah, I'll give the Buccaneers credit on that. They just everything in front of them. Now if they can get your man James Hope with the reception, with the punt return. He already took one to the house in the first quarter, folks, if you're just joining us. Amazing kickoff return. Amazing speed. James Hope, he's listed at 5'8". He's a senior, and here we go.
Definitely a speedster. If I'm Booker T, I'm looking to kick the ball away from him.
Here we go. Hasn't had too much success with the punting, and there's a quick punt. Much better this time. Gets great bounce for the Buccaneers, and it'll be down right about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Buccaneers.
Right before the 2-minute warning, great kick. Kept it away from Hope. And let's see if the Booker T defense can answer.
Yeah, they just forced a turnover. Can they do it again? How do you think Sierra will come out on this one? He just threw the pick. He's been having a decent game, but 2 minutes left. Do you think he'll try to get it back? You're leading by 2. Keep that in mind.
I think it'll be a short game. I think it'll be a short passing game, quick dinking and dumping, a short passing game. So instead of trying to throw deep, I haven't seen him really throw deep, but he's getting the ball to his receivers, and then they're making the plays downfield. So I look for something short, quick route, something out of the backfield, maybe a flare or a wheel.
Okay, let's see if Coach is on. The baseball expert. Here's a snap. Sierra hands it off the middle. Great hit. What a run. Simons tried to get through, but what a punishing blow by the Tornadoes defense.
We already know who that is. Anything around the line of scrimmage is Terrell Snelling. And I told you, when he hits you, you stop or you go backwards or he goes through you. Great play, great open field tackle as well, because he misses that tackle. That's another big game.
Yeah, also Desmond Asius all over that one. My goodness. Here we go. 2nd down and long for the Buccaneers. Just under 2 minutes left in this first half. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Sierra looks to the right. Pass is complete. 1st down. What a catch by Smith over the middle and then holds on to it.
Yeah, that was a great pass, great reception. I think the DB was looking more for the big hit instead of going for the interception or the pass breakup.
You called it. Coach, you've talked about that for sure. The big play. They want the big play, but try to make the play, but nonetheless, what a catch by Smith. So there's a flag, false start against the Buccaneers, but what a play by Sierra to stand in that pocket, and just big credit to
That was a
Smith.
great pass and definitely a great catch. And he got popped.
He
and
did.
He held on to the ball.
Lakey Smith, credit to him. Minute and a half left in this first half. What a drive so far for the Buccaneers after the interception on the previous drive. So that flag goes against Booker T. Washington. Not a false start. Looks like maybe
encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment. Thank you, sir. Here we go. Three receivers lined up to the left. Shotgun formation once again for Andre Sierra. Looks left. Gets the play from the sideline. Probably talking to Coach Pat Terry. Now he's delivering the play to his teammates. Here we go. And now there's a timeout. Yep.
Once again, man, I was shocked on that last play. Joshua Jones, I thought that he should go for the pass breakup instead of the big hit. But we'll see. We'll see if he can redeem himself and help the defense along with Terrell Snelling to get a stop before they go into half.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us, South Dade taking a 2-point lead over Booker T. Washington here at the newly renovated and newly named Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. So big play here as South Dade continues to drive, trying to extend their lead. Andre Sierra, quarterback, lined up in the shotgun. He's got three receivers to the left, per usual. So far, so good. First half, very competitive, 2-point game, a couple turnovers on each side, and a couple turnovers in throughout the ball game, but nonetheless, 2-point lead comes down to the 2 extra points that were missed.
Right. You couldn't ask for a better first game on the 305 Plus network, man.
Right.
2 good teams, man. 2 great coach teams as well. One from the north and one from the south. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Adidas made sure to take care of Travis Powell Stadium, just all around the stadium, the uniforms, everybody is excited. The momentum is just big time for Miami.
And shout out to the fans, too, not allowing the
rain,
hurricane and the rain to keep them away from the game and come out and support their kids in their school.
Absolutely. Stay away, Aaron. We didn't want you this way anyway. Shotgun, here we go. Sierra takes the snap, handoff, play action over the middle, and wisely throws it away. Second down for the Buccaneers.
Good pressure up front from the Booker T front four. And, if you get pressure with your front four, man, you have a lot of guys in that secondary being able to cover. So the DBs did a great job on that play as well.
Yeah, Saya Hayward, can't forget about them. Doing a great job up front. Saya Hayward and company. So here we go. 3 receivers once again to the left side for the Buccaneers. Shotgun formation for Sierra. Here we go. Sierra takes the snap, throws over the middle, tipped at the line. Great defense by the front side for the Tornadoes. Passes incomplete.
Luckily, it wasn't
Intercepted, right. Yes, indeed. Things could get ugly here. You're up 2. You still want to drive, but you got to give credit to that front four for the Tornadoes.
Right. I thought they, on this drive, would come out and take a little air out of the ball and be safe and probably go in with a field goal attempt at the least, instead of just throwing the ball around. But, we'll see what happens.
All right, big Jaden Davis also lined up on the front side. Ready to make a play.
And incomplete passes, they lead to the clock stoppage. So.
Right, and the field position has been a very interesting, not too much on the punts and the when they flip the field, just because of the weather. The balls are all still wet, so we understand, you can't really get the same kicking effect that you usually get. So here we go, 3rd and long. No, 3rd and about 5, we'll say. Shotgun formation. Pat Terry giving him the call from the sideline. The OC for South Dade, and there's a flag. Let's see. Oh. Delay of game. Okay, delay of game against the offense, so not the way they wanted to go. They had 5 yards for the first down. Now it makes it a little bit tricky.
Especially after the incomplete pass. You'd think that the offense would be ready and the line would be ready and that the quarterback would have a clock in his head as well. So another mental error on the part of South Dade.
Yeah, we'll see if, the DBs are itching to get another one here. We will see how Sierra responds. Lined up in the shotgun once again. Trips to the left. Here's Sierra. Sierra tries to escape the pocket. Gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And he is sacked by big number 96, Jameer McCray. 4th down for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, great escapability by missing the first tackle. But Jamil McCray, with the pursuit, continued the pursuit on play, was able to get the quarterback for a big sack and a big loss.
Yeah, and of course, who takes a timeout? Booker T. Washington. So exactly what they wanted to do. You get the forced 4th down, and now you stop the clock.
And the big thing on this last drive was the incomplete pass. It stopped the clock and gave him an opportunity. So Booker T. will have 1 minute and 5 seconds to see if they could go in before the half with a score.
That's it. Exactly. Down 2 here on opening night at Adidas Field at Travis Powell Stadium. I'm Hoptum Kaleta alongside Coach Calvin Johnson, the first baseman and the ESPY Award winner, Mr. ESPY as they call him. But he's joined us in the booth tonight. We're thrilled. Adidas has done what they've done and just happy to be here.
Yeah, glad to be here, man. Like, no better or safer place to be on a Friday night in Miami is coming out watching these high school kids, play football and live their dream, man, and play in front of their fans, their parents, and maybe some of their coaches, their little league coaches. So, whoever else made the drive to come up and to support the kids, that's big.
Yeah, look at the shot here. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful on a Friday night in Miami. Perfect weather. Let's see what the temperature is, but we were blessed with this weather tonight, folks.
Adidas did a great job with the stadium, the renovations, man. Everything looks good.
Absolutely. We're at 77 technically.
Oh, that's good weather.
I'll take it. So 4th and long. Can they get the punt away? Here we go, Coach. Nope. Hold on.
False start.
They knew because he did not move. I'm like, hold up. Usually they drop the ball to say, hey, don't touch me, but false start. So back them up even more. This is shaping up to be okay for Booker T. Washington.
Unlike South Dade.
Yeah, if they can get the return here, the open field. Watch out, Coach.
Try to do too much, just get good field position. Yeah, go down.
Let's see if he can get it past the 50 for sure with no kind of commotion, then it'll be a win for the Buccaneers. Here we go. 4th down. Here's the snap. Gets the punt off. That's a nice one.
Oh,
great catch. My goodness, Johnson. How did he catch that on the run with no effort? Just great hands.
Hands over his head as well.
Yeah, I'm not making that. Hey, look.
That was a great reception, man.
Yeah, so less than 50 yards till pay dirt. Yep. Big opportunity for Booker T. Washington. Your man, the sophomore quarterback Jenkins, has been doing a great job. Coach Dorian James has let him loose. He's got that leash on him, but he's been doing fantastic. Let's see what they can do. Final minute of the contest, or of the first half, So quad left once again. They love those 4 receivers to the left. Empty backfield for Jenkins. Let's see what happens here. Are they going to bring the pressure? Here comes South Dade. Watch out.
They usually like to work this man-to-man at the bottom.
And they get the sack. Great job by 56, Andrew Bradwell. Once again, with the empty backfield, you got to make a quick play. You got to leave somebody back there, though.
Great containment by the South Dade D tackles. They kept the pressure going up the middle,
and
the outside had containment, so he had no place to go.
It looked perfect the way you saw the way it came from this angle. Just great job. So once again, same formation. Here's Jenkins, 3-step drop, avoids the sack for the first one, but gets brought down viciously. My goodness, that's Michael Tree Harris. He's not playing any games. My goodness. And that's going to do it for the first half. I hope he's okay. I mean, he got brought down viciously. My goodness, Coach.
Like a tree stump.
Yeah, Tree was playing no games at all. My goodness. And that's the end of the first half, folks. The Buccaneers lead 14-12, but Jenkins is still down. Look at him. Finally up. He is wincing in pain, man. That's a tough young man right there. What a tackle by Tree. That's going to end the first half here for us at Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Alongside Coach Calvin Johnson, I'm Haptam Kaleta. South Dade leads by 2. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the 305 Plus Network.
Ready for the inaugural Adidas Kickoff Classic Weekend held August 22nd and 23rd. It's all going down at Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium, 11380 Northwest 27th Avenue in Miami. Booker T. Washington Tornadoes, South Dade Buccaneers, Orange Lutheran Lancers out of California, and the reigning Class 3A state champions, Miami Northwestern Bulls. You can catch it all when you download the 305 Plus Network app. Watch the games live, support your school, and get discounts off Adidas merchandise. It's a win-win-win already.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication. And that's where Holston comes in, providing resources to our schools to empower young students and help them strengthen their communities.
Funding for essential programs has been a long-standing challenge for our schools. Limited budgets mean tough choices, and often, programs that enrich student life are the first on the chopping block. But thanks to Miami-Dade County Public Schools licensing program and the 305 Plus network, Holston has created new ways to generate revenue, helping our schools become less dependent on state funding and local taxes. This support doesn't just keep programs running, it keeps them alive. Each purchase of licensed merchandise directly supports our schools, meaning every dollar spent goes back into creating opportunities for our students. The impact of Holston support is tangible. Just look at initiatives like the Gridiron Football Showcase, where young athletes get the opportunity to shine on the big stage. The prom pull-up event brought communities together in celebration. And with the 305 Plus network engaging over 38,000 users weekly, Holston is connecting Miami-Dade County like never before.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools are built on the belief that every student deserves a path to success. Through Holston's resources, we're creating opportunities outside the classroom for our young men and women. It's with that in mind that we look towards the future, and we ask you to please help us in supporting the Miami-Dade County Public Schools through the licensing program and the 305 Plus network. Together, we're building a brighter future, one student at a time. Miami-Dade County Public Schools are about more than just academics. It's a community of 300,000 students who come together to learn, grow, and pursue their passions. But in order to keep programs like athletics, arts, and extracurricular programs alive, we need more than just support. We need dedication, and that's where Holston comes in.
You guys get the ball first? You guys get the ball first?
You get the ball now.
Oh, you have the shoes in the trunk? You have the shoes in the trunk? Is this good? On camera too?
We're about to start the third quarter. The start of the third quarter, the Buccaneers will be kicking off by the Buccaneers. Number 35, Sam, back deep for the Tornadoes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half of action underway. Live from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. I'm Haptam Kaleta alongside Coach Calvin Johnson bringing you this broadcast. 14-12, Buccaneers lead the Tornadoes. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Booker T. Washington. Coach Jenkins has had a great first half so far. Couple mishaps, but for the sophomore sensation, he's been doing a great job against those tough South Dade Buccaneers. How would you like him to start off this half?
I think to start the second half, man, this is a statement drive. This may determine the outcome of the game. You want to come out, if not a score, but a great possession.
Absolutely. No turnovers. Keep the chains moving. Here we go. Shotgun formation for the Tornadoes. Twin receivers lined up to the right side. Getting the play from Coach Dorian James on the sideline. And there's a whistle. Let's see what happened. Timeout right away for Booker T. Washington. I already know what you're going to say, Coach. That's not how you want to come out from the half to start the. And you're right. You know, we just had 15 minutes to talk about it. You knew what plays were you were going to run. But sometimes it happens. The safe thing is to call a timeout. But you know Coach Dorian James didn't want to burn one of those timeouts already before. There's only 9 seconds off the clock.
He actually did burn the timeout.
He did, for
and
sure.
It might come back to hurt him.
It might, but
in a close game like this.
Sure, and you're right. But let's see what could have happened. If they weren't sure of the play, they snap it, they fumble it. So he had to make sure, like, hey, and that's, remember the first half, they had the ball, the motion, and then the false start. No, the delay of game. So they start both halves on the wrong foot, but let's see if they can answer back. Right, that was their first. That was their first possession.
Man, that is something that I'm pretty sure the offensive coordinator online guy they can't have.
Yeah, they like a lot of motion, and it's the first game. But man, they got to get it together if they want to hold on. They're down 2, and it could affect them. Let's see though. Let's see. 3 receivers lined up to the right side. Shotgun formation once again for Jenkins, trying to set up the play. We've got a man in motion. That's, of course, Hopkins. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Hopkins. Hopkins to the receiver. What a play in the backfield. Great tackle by Uriah Gomez. My goodness, disaster all the way down by the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that's Petier. He got it written down on his legs, so hopefully he's okay.
He did, but Gomez just read that one all the way. You know, if he would have had a chance to fake it, maybe it would have worked, but it's like he was in the backfield before Hopkins could even hand it off. What a play by Uriah Gomez. He's been all over all evening, almost major disaster, but we got 2nd and 22. Not the way you want to start the second half, Coach Johnson.
Funny thing is that he started the game off with a trick play, so I don't know. Just deep in your own territory.
That's the only part I have against that.
Risky, but no turnover, so let's see how they respond.
That's right. You've got 3 receivers to the left. There's a flag, and you got to take the false start, maybe. Motion on the movement on the line.
10 yards.
False start, so they're going the wrong way. not what the Bucks had in mind. Or excuse me, the Tornadoes. We'll see if the Bucks can force a turnover. This is dangerous territory for Booker T. Washington.
It's still second down, so you definitely have to go with something safe to try to move the chains a little bit forward.
Yeah, maybe under center. He's still in shotgun. He's comfortable in that shotgun formation, but anything goes wrong here, Coach, could be disaster. Here we go.
It could change the whole outcome of the game.
That's right. 3 receivers to the right. Jenkins claps, takes the snap, 3-step drop, looks to the right, fires it for the pass, complete. Tackled at about the 15-yard line. Who made the catch? Was that number 19, Wally Rosa once again. So they have breathing room now, but still 3rd and a country mile.
Great reception, man. Bullet pass, great reception.
Yeah, at least they can breathe now. The shotgun formation is what they're most comfortable with, even though they should have ran the ball, but what do I know? Trips left, here we go, 3rd and 14. Can Jenkins pull off the improbable? Less than 10 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jenkins. Throws it to the right, pass is complete. Nice hands by Hopkins, not good enough for the first down. Great defense by South Dade, and they're going to force the 4th down punt.
Great play by the 22, and you have to make those field tackles. This tackles lead the big games. Great tackle by number 22.
Jamari Fremont not wasting any time, good hands. Coach Johnson likes what he sees. That'll bring up 4th down and long for the Tornadoes. That's right, and if you're just joining us, he had a kick return for a touchdown in the first half. That's James Hope, number 5. Not to be confused with James Hype. Incredible DJ, here's 4th down. Can they get the snap off? Here we go. No, they get it over his head, and there's disaster, and out of the backfield, out of the end zone for the safety. We just talked about it. Can they get the snap off? And you just had a feeling. I mean, I don't know, Coach. It's unfortunate. Not at all. You're down 2. You know, it could be worse, but that was not what they wanted.
You would think that this point, the first half being done,
Sure. That's the biggest thing. We keep forgetting, you know, the high schoolers, and you know, of course, you've coached for forever and a day, but you know, we have the level so high because we know the potential, but then we forget that 14 to 18, you know, you're going to make more mistakes than the college level as the pro level. So, you know, but their reaction and seeing how they, you know, bounce back. That's why we talked about the perseverance in that first half. So we'll see, you know, a lot of turnovers, a lot of questionable things, but then how do they bounce back? So James Hype here, looking for a big play. They've also got number 2 back there too, the Boss. Remember Boss?
a lot of games to be played, but like I said, coming out in the second half, we want to kind of like get the statement. If not a score, field goal, anything like that, but just great field possession. Take some time on the clock and have a great drive.
Absolutely. So Shropshire, gotta love that name. Shropshire, Jaden, the Boss Shropshire. So next to James Hope. Here we go. So after the safety, things look good for South Dade. You anticipate a big return on this one, Coach. I mean, they're lined up at the 40-yard line.
Right. I would try to, you know, in this instance, I don't know what the situation is with the punter, but I would rather punt. They give you the option to punt or to kick, so I would rather punt.
Yeah, for sure. You know, look at this punt, or kick rather. He goes through his hands, James Hope. Now he regains possession. Can he get to the outside? Yes, he does. Oh, gets fumbled the ball. He is down. Now they say, okay, they do say he was down. There are bodies down everywhere. Great tackle. My goodness, they almost knocked his head off, Coach.
That missed tackle, that was a score. Definitely.
So good hands, my goodness.
Great tackle on the play.
Oh my goodness, exciting football here. Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 for South Dade in just a moment. My goodness, so back at the helm is Andre Sierra. And he's getting the plays from the sideline. Coach Pat Terry, the offensive coordinator, along with Coach Pat Burrow, the head coach. Here we go. Shotgun formation, twin receivers lined up to the right. Bucks on top 16-12. Here's the handoff. Great cutback, nice counter Nearly for the first down. Got to bring up second and short. And Simons gets the 8-yard gain. It'll be second and about 2 for the Buccaneers. 8:02 left to play in this third quarter.
You hear me?
My seniors, the senior leadership, the carry us the rest of the way, try to lead us to our victory. I lean on my seniors very heavily in games like this that they've been there before. They've been here 3 years, 4 years.
That's right, and another first down run. Great job. Andrew Simons, number 9. First and 10 for the Bucs.
Who will step up on both teams to get rid of all the mishaps and lead their team, put the team on their back and lead the rest.
Here's the snap, handoff up the middle once again. Still on his feet, look at him go. My goodness, tough runner for Simons. My goodness, he's tough.
And so far, in this game, you haven't seen much
Right, third quarter, time winding down, less than 7 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Shotgun formation once again for Sierra, looks to the right, launches it deep to the wrong player. My goodness, intercepted as he slides to the ground. Great defense. Amos Leggett got a gift handed to him, just wide open. It looked like it was intended for him. What happened on that play? The receiver had to make the wrong turn because, I mean, Sierra's been great all night, pretty good, but never made a throw like that.
Right.
Clearly, I thought the receiver must have. They have. It's another pick, second pick of the night, right?
And Sierra's been pretty good with managing the offense and making good decisions like that. That was a big so pretty much got a gift right there. They got the ball right there. Let's see if they can get their stuff together. Come out and have a good drive and try to get those 2 points back or maybe 3 points.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The good thing for South Dade, where did it happen, Coach? Deep in their territory, deep in the opponent's territory. So, like a punt. You got it. You got it. So their DBs have been holding on, but you mentioned it. You give credit to the Tornadoes. Second time they've made an interception. That one was more gift wrap. The first one, though, in that first half, my goodness.
Like I said, that was uncharacteristic by Sierra because so far he has
managed the game fantastic. Absolutely. Making the right reads, right. The defense is holding on, and they have the lead. So he wants that one back, but however, I assure you he'll be fine.
If I'm the OC or the quarterback coach, I'm telling him, like, look, man, we don't need nothing big, man. We just need a play. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nothing big. We just, keep it simple and make a good play. Like, we don't need nothing special. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have the lead, protect the lead. Let's try to build on
absolutely,
that lead.
Yeah. This turnover is not as bad, definitely. They're at the 26. Let's see what they can do. Here's Jenkins, handoff up the middle. He fumbles the ball. Ball is on the floor. Recovered by the Buccaneers. Oh, boy. They are hyped. Look at that one. Michael Tree Harris all over that one. And he just fumbled the ball. Nobody touched him, Coach.
The thing that's disappointing on this play is that instead of him diving on the ball and getting the ball, he tried to pick the ball up. And unfortunately, he fumbled it again, and it led to a big turnover deep in their own territory.
And you see right away he's getting coached at the bottom of your screen. Great job by the coaches. You got to coach them up and then do better for sure. But let them know that, hey, jump on the ball. I guarantee he's telling them what you just said.
Man, like, my guys are working too hard on defense to get you the guys the ball back and give it right back. We can't have that. That's something that I'll look to see if the defense can get it back and give it back to the offense so they can correct their mistakes.
Right, now first down and 10 for the Buccaneers on the other side. Right up the middle, gain of about 1 or 2 on Simons.
Yeah. Good stop by the defense. I see it's a little pushing and shoving going back. Right here, you can't be selfish, man. You got to be a good team player. There's no need for the pushing and shoving.
Right.
You got to not be selfish, man, and think about your team and where you're at on the field. Is it worth the penalty? Here is where you got to keep your head. And surprisingly, because Carroll City is senior laden, so you would think that, it'll be more control by their senior group.
All right, here's the play action. Nope, there's a flag before the snap. Will that go against South Dade? We'll see. It could be a big one. You just mentioned it, Coach. They didn't hear you. You know, those little things, right? You one turnover back for another. We were just talking about it, and then now nobody even touched you. It's just that quick.
Sloppy
that
start
quick.
to the third quarter.
Right.
It seems like they might have went to the food truck instead of huddling up at the half, so.
Exactly. Now it's just, okay, here we go. So third, nope, still second down and short for the Buccaneers. Andre Sierra lined up in the shotgun. Of course, Simons right next to him. Here's the snap. RPO hands it off to Simons for the touchdown.
Great run by Simon. Great read by Sierra. He held the ball to the very last moment, and he released it to the running back. Great run on the play.
Yeah, the counter, great job. Scat back, scampers his way to the touchdown. 22-12, Buccaneers take the lead.
Right, I mean, great job by South Dade, but this could be possibly a punch in the stomach to Booker T and their defense and for the whole team. So let's see who will come out and answer the bell. We got knocked down. We got a 8-second count. Get up. Let's see who answers the bell right here.
Yeah, that turnover is going to be costly for sure, just because where he fumbled the ball. They only had 25 yards to go, and they took full advantage now. Great job by the Buccaneers.
And at the beginning of the half, I spoke about who's going to carry the team, with a senior step up, and would they, lead their team to a victory. So
that's right. Michael Sam buries another one. He's been having a great night with his foot, and now 23-12. Looks like the Buccaneers are answering the call so far with that huge turnover, forcing that turnover.
And what you would like to see here is, as a coach, is who will answer the call, what player or what group of players will step up. And as far as I can see, coming toward the sideline, I look at body language. I read body language very well, so,
We'll take a short commercial break, folks. 23-12 your score. South Dade on top of Booker T. Washington. You're watching the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment. A total of 5 turnovers this evening, folks, at Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium, as South Dade leads Booker T 23-12. I'm Haptam Kaneta alongside Coach Calvin Johnson, bringing you this broadcast on the 305 Plus Network. Exciting contest. Back-to-back turnovers for each team. Ends in a touchdown for South Dade after a great run by Andrew Simons. And here's the kickoff. Michael Sam with that heavy foot. Great hit in the middle. My goodness. Maybe starting to rumble. No. That's a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Booker T. Washington. You mentioned it. How will they respond, Coach? Now, this drive is a big drive.
As I alluded to before break, watching the Booker T body language coming off to the sideline, as you can see the young man right there. Somebody, I'm looking for that one player or that group of players, man, to get in front of those guys' face, say, let's go, game's not over, because there's plenty of football to play. There's a lot of ball game left, man. Put a drive together. If you can answer with a score, great. That means you're a step closer to coming back, or, build some momentum here, man. Be safe with the ball, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. 5 wide. Here we go. Jenkins, 3-step drop, looks to the left, avoids the sack, and he is on his feet, scampers forward for the first down, steps out of bounds. Great run by Jenkins.
And as we spoke to, as we spoke earlier in the first half about that, him making that first read is not there. I know the coach like the guys, the quarterbacks, to go through their progression, but it's not there. Take off.
You called it, Coach. We did, and we talked about it in the first half, but we were wondering he's
hold
not
on to the ball
as
too long.
athletic as
Exactly.
a lot of others, but he just showed exactly those are the little things you got to do, and he did it perfectly.
I won't say so much not athletic, but just he doesn't have that burst.
That burst.
you
Okay,
normally
yeah,
see.
that's more the word I was
Definitely
looking
athletic
for.
because he's eluded some tackles tonight, but just that burst. But no, as a sophomore,
thank you.
He's doing a heck of a job.
Absolutely. No,
Yep.
he's been my favorite player of the evening. Fantastic young man, doing a great job leading his team.
And what I see with him is a lot of perseverance and definitely toughness. The Booker T Towner for life. I see a lot of toughness and a lot of grit that he's displayed here tonight. He's been picked up off the ground before the half. He was slammed to the ground. Like he keeps getting up and he keeps fighting. That's that T4L. That's that Towner for life mentality. Bringing the sophomore quarterback. So that's something that you can expect from a well-coached Booker T team.
Yeah, Dorian James leading the way. Great job. His sophomore quarterback. Hard to imagine Jenkins is just a sophomore. Doing a great job so far. Here we go, shotgun formation. Drops back. There's another flag movement on the line, you think? Gotta be, if they stopped it, huh?
Another false start. That's something that we can't have because we just gained a first down. We're working too hard on offense to give them the ball back or to take back yards, to take 5 away from that first run. So the players got to keep in mind, like, don't give nothing back, man, when you're working hard up front. Your linemen are working hard, your quarterback made a great decision. And we got to keep the chains moving forward.
Absolutely. Here we go. Shotgun formation once again. Twin receivers split on both ends. Here's Jenkins. Tries to get the snap off, and he can't. Another flag against Booker T. Washington.
And I believe that was on the center. And definitely, you're the center, you know the cadence, you know the count.
He was clapping,
There's
know
no
it.
way
Absolutely.
that should have happened in that situation or no situation because you know the cadence, you know the count.
Right after another one, though. He just did one, and it's like, guys, come on, get it together. You mentioned that earlier, Calvin.
Somebody has to step up, and,
Yeah, and then keep it clean. If they can keep it clean, a lot of these things are happening. Let's see if they don't get a third one. Nope, they get the snap off. Here's Jenkins, looks right, has a man wide open. Here's Johnson, avoids a tackle, avoids 2 tackles, and gets brought down.
That was Jenkins showed a good arm there.
He did.
To the boundary side of the field. That was a long throw, man. It was an accurate throw.
And give Johnson some space in the open field. He had some good looks in the first half. That's what Booker T needs to do as they continue rolling down. 2nd and 15 here in the third quarter. Just around 5 minutes left to play in this third quarter.
Kudos to those good tackling South Dade defenders. Their DBs can tackle. Like I said earlier in the game, they're a very physical defense, and they've always been known for good tackling from their DBs.
Here's Jenkins, 5-step drop, throws it deep, intercepted! Great defense! That's Martavius Jean-Baptiste. Big interception for the Buccaneers.
Mr. Jean-Baptiste, Amway Jean-Baptiste with the interception. As I just spoke about South Dade and their great DBs, their lineage and the pedigree of having great defensive backs down at South Dade continues. They continue. Their defense has always been a great catalyst. Right here, coaches need to get to the Booker T sideline and encourage their players like, yo, it's not over. Like, change your body language, man. Like you say, clean up some of this mess, man. Clean it up. Let's get back to playing Booker T football. The game is not over. You get a stop here, you're right back in the game. Put that behind you, you got to keep going.
Absolutely. Words of encouragement from the great Coach Calvin Johnson. South Dade, the damage is done. Let's see what they can do. Slips up. Simons right down the middle. Gain of about 1, maybe right back at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I want to see. And it was made by number 1. Hard hitting Terrell Snelling. And then he got in his player's face like, yo, it's not over. We're here,
That's what you like to see, the motivation. It is not. Plenty of time left for sure.
Yeah, 4-year starter, man. This is what you want to see. This is like I said, I want to see the senior guys, a group of guys or one guy, somebody step up and put the team on their back and lead them.
So here we go, Coach. Shotgun formation. Nice throw to the right side. There's a flag on the play. Pass is complete, however, to Smith. Smith still on his feet. My goodness. First down and more for Smith. There are players down everywhere, and there's a flag and a false start.
Oh.
So all of it is negated.
Yes, laundry on the field.
I saw it at the front, at the top of your screen, and there is a man down. However, the last play was negated.
We have laundry on the field once again, and
yeah, that one hurts if you're a Buccaneers fan for sure.
Absolutely.
Big play. That's Lakey Smith. He's been having a nice game getting loose, but comes right back, as they mentioned, false start, and it's great to see who's that. That's Tyrell Snelling.
Yeah, great to see him up because they can't afford to have Snelling go out.
Not at all.
I'm glad to see that he's up and he's walking off. And the type of player he is, the type of kid he is, like, you're pretty much going to have to get a helicopter to get that kid off the field. So great play by the defense, man. Like, we got to make the tackle. Like I alluded to earlier, now we're going to see the fitness. Now we're going to see is the humidity start to play a factor, along with the morale. You know what I'm saying? So when you get tired, you start making mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So here's the time, like, yeah.
Absolutely. So good to see those communicating, of course. You know, Amos
mental toughness, man. Mental toughness right here. This drive right here is the key. Let's get a stop. Let's get off the field, get the ball back to the offense.
Yeah, or if you're South Dade, it's time to put it away.
Yep.
You know, if you can stay focused, locked in, and get another touchdown here, it's all but over. You know, so this is a big drive. You called it, Coach. Here we go. Big 2nd and 17 for the Buccaneers. Sierra takes the snap, hands the ball off. No gain, even a loss. Great defense. Big number 99, as you see in the bottom of your screen. Great job by Jaden Davis making the stop, and he's wincing in pain with that finger, but he's okay.
Yeah, shout out to number 10, Tyler Brinson, correction. He was the first man in. He came around the corner, which forced the running back to go into number 99. Great play by number 10, Tyler Brinson.
Give credit to Brinson forcing him to Jaden Davis. So tag team on that one. Here we go, shotgun formation once again. Sierra takes the snap, throws it to the right side. Pass is complete to Smith once again.
Great tackle on the play,
Yeah.
Great pursuit.
So that'll force 4th and 17. Great defense by the Booker T. Washington defensive backs.
Looks like
and
that
that's
was
what they
Jalen
needed.
Kendricks, maybe on the tackle, but that was a heck of a play. The pursuit and the angle.
Yeah, because Smith can get loose for sure, but
Yes,
that's
he
great
could.
defense.
That was a great tackle.
Yeah, and that's what you want now. Snelling back on the field for Booker T. Washington as they force the punt.
And it definitely was number 23, Jalen Kendricks. Heck of a play by number 23, Jalen Kendricks.
Yeah, the open
He
field
saved-
tackle.
yes, he saved him.
As you know, Smith in that open field. So here we go, 4th and long for the Buccaneers. They just want to get the punt safely away. Can they do it? Nope, there's a flag. Hold on, wait a whistle. They weren't ready yet. Was it right? Maybe officials? Illegal substitution is the call we are hearing. From Mr. Wilcox. And that will give ground for the Buccaneers. So a little bit more room to punt now. Coach Calvin Johnson, a little bit more room.
But like you said, keep it clean. That's going to be the theme for the second half.
And that's
whoever keeps it clean, they'll win the game. No.
Wow, he caught the ball and went backwards, but you know the rule is touchback. So I was about to say, hold on.
We don't need nothing special.
Did you just go backwards?
No. Because there's no such thing as the 11-yard score.
Right.
You got to chomp at it, man. You got to chomp at it. You got to grind at it. You got to chip at it. Play by one play at a time.
Yeah, Jay Marius, he knew what he was doing. He did. So that's a touchback now. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Booker T. Washington gets the stop. You talked about the perseverance. They got the stop. Now Jenkins gets another chance to lead his team down. And no, they're going to say he was down. Wait, will they? They say he's down at the inside the 5. So no touchback. No, now they're going to bring it out. That's what I thought. I had to make sure. They weren't sure what they wanted, but no. 1st and 10 from the 20. There you go.
Here's why, everything starts up front. Here's why I would like to see my senior leadership by my big right tackle, number 75, Sean Senior, for him to, get on the O-line and like, hey, y'all follow me, man. Y'all follow my lead, man.
And they're going against the member. Michael Harris' tree is just a problem for South Dade. Here we go. Run up the middle. Loss of yardage. My goodness. What a tackle. Andrew Bradwell, we've mentioned him countless times tonight. He is a problem.
And guess what? Every time we mentioned it, it was a big play. So, yes, Andrew Bradwell, he's stepping up, man.
He's listed at 6'1", a junior defensive lineman, just having a night on the defensive end. Great contest, but South Dade's starting to flex their muscle. Let's see if Booker T can get something going on this.
All of his stops have been big plays. It's like just a regular tackle, but it's been for a loss or a turnover.
Yeah, South Dade's defense, you got to give him credit. As good as Booker T's offense is, South Dade is so far so good. Look at this. Great way to get it off. Unfortunately, he couldn't hold on, and he is down and hurt. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the knee looks bad, but, man, Coach, what a play.
It's just a cramp.
Hopefully, for sure, because it looked like it could have been a huge sack. They were chasing him, and then he somehow got it over and had plenty of space, and the monster got it. We'll take a quick commercial break. 23-12 Bucks on top. You're watching the 305 Plus Network.
That values the talent that we put on the field in this district. I think it's a great partnership for the next 5 years to bring to the community the level of engagement that we need when it comes to performance on the field, as well as incentives for students and teachers in the classroom. We're happy to get this thing started this coming fall. We look forward for a long-term partnership with the Adidas brand.
My name is Derek Stucker. Worked for Adidas, been with the brand for 21 years. A great team here, just helping to transition and introduce Miami-Dade Public School District. And these meetings are specific to the Super 7, but anxious and excited to be here to help on board what we believe is a landmark opportunity. Just all the different aspects, certainly just not delivering what's best for the athlete, the products, but really just the experience. A fully integrated partnership where we're providing products, but also revenue growth opportunities, experiences, license opportunities at the high school level. Again, not heard of or really executed at this level right now. So it is one of one, and we're super excited to be here. And we've got a great few days here in sunny but cool or cold Florida, and we're looking forward to kicking things off officially July 1st of 2025.
My name is Dr. Bridget McKinney, principal of Miami Carroll City Senior High School Chiefs, and I love this collaboration. This is placing us on a mega mall stage, right? And it gives us an opportunity for a collaboration that has never been done before. This is historic, and I love to see when our students, our community, get a chance to embrace a unity and feel the pride that is going to vibrate through our look, when we're outfitted, and the performance level of what it may attract when it comes to our students and the talent that may have not taken a second look. This will give them an opportunity to take a second look, because this is something that has never been done in our nation, and I am happy to be a part of that launch. And our staff, our students, our parents are going to adore this opportunity. We thank Adidas for making us a part of this program, and we look forward to what it brings.
Coach George Stubbs, head coach, Miami Carroll City. I think we had an excellent day here today. Joining this collab with Adidas partnership, I think it's going to be a great day in South Florida. Us getting together as a brand, building the brand together. I'm just excited about the new opportunities that we have for our players, for our coaches, and our city, and just look forward to the future.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Simons. I'm the proud principal of the historic Booker T. Washington Senior High School in Overtown, Florida. Today's collaboration has been amazing. We saw some great residual conversations with the coaches, the assistant athletic directors, along with all the staff from Adidas and all SVC sports as well. I'm so thrilled and just positive about everything that's coming up for our students and for our community. These guys are going to have first-class uniforms, first-class experience, and these guys are going to be treated like they're in D1 colleges, and I'm so excited for them because they deserve it. The community deserves it, and we're so pleased to be a part of the Super 7. We thank everybody that made this possible.
Tim Ice Harris, head football coach at Booker T. Washington Senior High School. Today event, the collaboration here today, with Adidas and 305, it was a little different in terms of coming into this, realistically. If I'm gonna talk realistic and talk real, it's something at first I didn't see the vision in terms of what was put in front of me today. Had an opportunity to really sit down and listen and see where the vision going, what is the big picture. And at this point, I'm continuing to still trying to make, as well as Adidas.
It came at a cost. Quarterback is down. Hopefully it's just a cramp. I think Booker T is in any position to lose the quarterback.
Yeah, especially after that throw. What a play.
Yeah. He bought himself some time. His receiver stayed with him.
All right, stepped into the pocket. Young man Jenkins. Ryan Jenkins, still alive. He is fearless. They're going to need him to play like this throughout the remainder of the contest to have a shot because, right now the stalling South Dade is holding on, and their defense is the difference. But if this young man can keep pushing them down, here we go. Jenkins alive and well, getting the play call, and big drive here. Huge drive, Coach. And he's taking a breather, huh? He is taking a breather, so we've got Big Cal Johnson in the booth with me tonight. That's the Mr. Espy. So Calvin Johnson getting some love on the public address. Amazing job, Mr. Espy.
Yes, sir. It definitely happened, so that's something you can't take away. You think like that, man, you always want to remember,
Absolutely. So look at the backup quarterback, Gray, taking the ball, tucking it and running forward. Nice tackle, but after he gained a good, nice little chunk of yards, this will bring up 3rd and short. And nice change of pace, giving Jenkins a breather, of course, after that tough play. But great.
Safe play, man.
Yeah.
Moving forward, if I was the coach.
You gonna look at Gray a little bit more?
I would look at keeping Gray and Jenkins in the game at the same time.
That would be fun, but you see Jenkins right back at it. Gray did his job. 3rd and short. This is a big play.
A little wildcat formation.
That would be fun for sure.
He looks tough to tackle.
Absolutely. He's not afraid to tuck and run, too. 3rd and short. 3 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Nice throw to the left side. Single coverage. Just underthrown. Great defense once again. Your defensive backs for South Dade showing out again. Big 4th down here, Coach.
But I like that even though that he didn't complete the pass, he threw it short. So
behind him. Absolutely.
Behind the back pass, so if anybody had the opportunity to make a play on it, it would have been the receiver.
That's right. So here we go. Nope, that'll bring up 3rd down. Now we've got 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Are you going to look for Dwight Hopkins, of course?
Yeah. Something safe, something clean. Get the first down, move the chains, and go into the 4th quarter with an opportunity to score and be right back in the game.
Sure, you have a lot of options. You've got Johnson. You've got Jamarius, of course. Don't forget about him. 3 receivers to the right, one of their favorite formations. Here's the snap, throw over the middle, tipped, intercepted! It was tipped at the line, and it's intercepted by Malachi Cruz to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Buccaneers! Malachi Cruz with the pick 6.
Great play by Malachi Cruz. It seemed if the ball was deflected and Cruz, and those South Dade DBs, man, they're always on the call. They always answer the bell, man. He was right there. He made a play.
Yeah, and I wonder who tipped it at the front. Was it probably Tree, if you had to guess? A slew of defenders. I mean, what a play. It was in the air, slow motion, and you just saw Malachi Cruz, unbelievable, make a break on that, and he took that one to the house.
Unfortunately, in that situation, you have to question the play like get something safe, only 2 yards, going to the fourth quarter with the ball and the opportunity to score. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Can't take nothing away from Cruz and the South Dade defense and their DB. So it's a game of football. You know, anything happens, man, and that's what happens.
Absolutely great kick for the point after attempt. And now we've got a 29-12 score in favor of the Buccaneers. Of course, Michael Sam, solid foot all night, but that might just do it. We talked about the defense. You specifically talked about the DBs, and it's exactly the difference so far. Tough break for Booker T. Washington.
Even though you have a full quarter, man, at this point, I would, gather the team. Let's work on the things that we need to work on to get better. Let's not try to get it back all in one play. Let's start completing some passes, getting some runs, having a clean drive, so we could build off our last few drives, especially if they're good drives going into next week.
Absolutely.
Instead of trying to get it all back and then it becomes a big ugly
even
blowout.
worse, right? Even worse. You're so right. That is the good part of coaching, where you do want to make momentum. You still never know. Let's say you score and then you get a turnover. Anything can happen, but you clean. Clean is the biggest. Yes.
But you still don't want to lose morale. You want to build morale. How do you build morale? By executing the things that you need to execute. You can't get it. You can't get it back in one play.
Coach Calvin Johnson, folks. Big Cal, as they call him. He's an ESPY award winner, folks, believe it or not. Unbelievable in the booth tonight with us here at the newly renovated and newly named Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium.
You can't ask for a better game than this, man, to start the season off, man. This is a very competitive game, man.
All right, Adidas showing love. 2 games right here, 2 teams, 2 amazing teams, like you said. You got Sosa in the building, DJ Radio. Like, what more could you ask for?
Great start to the high school football season.
Absolutely. Welcome to Miami, folks. So Michael Sam, heavy foot once again. This is no problem. It's going out the back of the end zone for sure.
Yeah.
Light work for Sam.
And also, here's an opportunity for Booker T to start getting some of their younger guys some experience and, getting them in the game, If that's, if you want to wave the flag, so to speak, and say, yeah.
That's right. So here's a kick caught at the 5-yard line. Brought down at the 11-yard line by a slew of Buccaneer defenders. My goodness.
South Dade continue to play hard, man. They're hustling down. They could easily be jogging because they have such a big lead, but that's the way you start the game and the way you want to finish it.
Absolutely. Shout out and props to Pat Burrow, head coach of South Dade. Has his team prepared and ready, looking very good so far throughout 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm. At this point, we just still want to execute, like I said, and build momentum and keep morale up going into next week. Put together a clean drive, let the quarterback know we don't need nothing big, we don't need nothing special, just complete a few passes, keep the chains moving. O-line, go through your protections. Receivers, run your routes hard, like game's not over.
Right, fourth quarter, that's good. I'm sitting next to a coach. When you hear all the momentum, all the motivational stuff, I love to hear it, Coach. Like, we can definitely make it work. So let's see if they can respond. Here's Jenkins to the left. Great defensive play. Knocked down for the incomplete pass. South Dade once again. Chevin Marshall on the play with the pass breakup. My goodness, almost had that pick 6.
Right, Marshall's at 6'4". I'm pretty sure he has between a 6'5" and a 7-foot wingspan.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh, then yeah. Looking at you next to me like, oh my goodness.
But Marshall's way more athletic than I am at this point in my career.
Fair enough. Well, what a play then. 6'4" to move that fast.
Right.
He was moving. So let's see. Jenkins here, 2nd down, shotgun formation. He's got 4 receivers to the left. Takes the snap, looks left. Fires it, intercepted! Ronnie Thornton III takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buccaneers! Ronnie Thornton III.
That's pretty much the nail in the coffin here.
Absolutely. My goodness.
That's tough. But still, some way, somehow, man, you have to finish the game. Like I said, it's a great opportunity now to put some of your underclassmen in and some of your second string, third string, and let them get out there, get their uniforms dirty and, execute, and go through the same play script, So, because down, you never know. Throughout the year, you're going to need everybody to contribute. It's a team game, so at some point, everyone needs to contribute, to the team.
And these are the things you think about, unfortunate turn of events for the Tornadoes. They were just in it, it seemed like just a few minutes ago, but that's how quick things can change. Shout out to South Dade. They've been solid throughout the contest, but as they pull away here late in the second half, you said it, the fatigue factor and then the morale, sometimes it happens, but here's the point after attempt. And there's a fumble, and it's recovered by Booker T. Washington.
I think I have to. I don't think you're able to advance.
Okay, once they fumble on the kickoff, of course, safety rules, no worries at all. A rare mishap, not even Michael Sam's fault. Of course, he can't catch it and kick it, but it happens, But 2-point conversion, the point after attempt is no good. Nonetheless, Buccaneers still on top, 35-12 over the Booker T. Washington Tornadoes. So Joshua Jones taking a breather off the field. Oh, and no, unsportsmanlike conduct is what we're getting.
Oh, so the re-kick.
Probably that's what Jones, and that's what the coaches are going to talk to him. Just asking him what he's doing.
Definitely have to keep your head. Definitely got to keep your head because you're getting thrown out. It may lead to a game suspension or something like that. It just hurts the team. At this point, you can't be selfish. It's a team game. It's everybody. It's on everybody. It's not one person, so you can't be selfish. You can't cost the team no more, add insult to injury, pouring salt over the wound.
No, absolutely. And guess who it is with the point after attempt? It's good this time. Michael Sam. Wasting no time. Yeah, he's going to be a great kicker one day. You see it already on the next level, I can tell.
Wow.
36-12 your score. So far, so good. As South Dade hits the extra point. Everything you're saying so far, Coach Johnson, is exactly what you expect the coaches to say. How long have you been coaching?
Forever, man. Like that was my life. I grew up on the park and rec system. Little River Park, Pepper Park, Ben Franklin Park. And my passion was to work on the park, so I definitely ended up working park and rec for over 20 years sitting in North Miami. So kids all my life, man. I've coached kids forever. I love being around. I love trying to be a component, and helping them, kind of like guiding them in a certain way, and,
No, absolutely. Just being able to watch that SB video, hearing your student athletes talk, just hearing the motivation from them, you definitely poured into them. So continue doing what you do. Absolutely. You got to be a beacon of light here in Miami and continue doing that. Proud of you for sure.
The only unfortunate part about it, man, you can't reach everybody. But, if you reach a few, man, then that's better than nothing. So it's just like, I need more guys, like myself and these coaches on the field and other mentors and things like that keep our youth, out of trouble.
Amen.
And kind of steer them, down the path towards, greatness, man.
Not only football, but sports is such a big outlet. Such a big outlet for, a lot of the youth around, especially Miami.
Every sport, man.
Absolutely. The community here, you guys have athletes galore, and they just, great weather. It's always sunny, so why not get to the outdoors? So keep on shining. We love to hear that.
Yep.
Delay of game against the Buccaneers. They don't mind that at this point. Even though Michael Sam, I bragged about him last time, he didn't get it out the end zone, but he's going to try from here.
Yeah.
From the opposite 35, look at him getting that ball ready.
He might earn himself a scholarship here tonight.
He might. If he can do something here, look, if he gets into the 10, it's credit. Major credit, which is inside the 18 for soccer. You see the yellow line. Here we go. Sam getting his boys ready. Nice kick. Past the 10-yard line, into the end zone. Touchback.
somebody looking for a kicker, man, he's here, right here in Miami.
Absolutely. You know
Michael
the eyes
Sam,
tuned in.
yeah.
We thank all of our viewers tuned in to the 305 Plus Network. Fantastic opportunity here.
Oh, we have
Gonna
a
be
flag
all
on the
season.
play?
Oh, he gets to
Yeah.
do it again. So
Another, yeah.
5 more yards. You know he's itching to do that one. Look at him. He's not worried.
He wants to show
Give
that
me
leg
another
off.
chance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonder who did the false start, though? I didn't see anybody move first, but nonetheless, we will re-kick now from the opposite of the 30. It's going to kick off from the 30-yard line. So 36-12 your score. South Dade on top. Here comes Michael Sam. He's trying to get it to the back of the end zone, knocks it, and can't quite get the lift that he had on last time, but still gets it to about the 17. Recovered taken back all the way to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Booker T. Washington Tornadoes.
Number 40, Jason.
Couldn't quite make out that right. 40.
Jason Butler, who's a junior, so like I said, maybe here's the time where you get some of your underclassmen and some of your second string and third string players some experience and some play time. So like I said, it's a long season, so man, at some point you're going to need everybody to contribute.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10 here, shotgun formation. Jenkins looks left, pass is complete. Marius Peltier, who had a touchdown earlier, makes the completion. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, when Jenkins sets his feet, man, and he knows what he's doing with the ball, man, he has a great arm, man. He's very accurate. And, yeah, great arm for his size, but he really has a big arm.
Absolutely. Adderley back on the field for the Tornadoes. Shotgun formation. Jenkins looks left. With his team trailing here in the 4th quarter, takes the snap, high snap, over the hands of Peltier. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
I think the high snap was again through his timing off. So once he sets his feet and he knows where he's going with the ball, he's pretty much money. Once again, the South Dade, the great DBs, they wasn't too far behind. It was right there.
Right on him, right.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
window, you have a
They are
small
very
window
disciplined.
against South Dade's DBs, and their front 4.
Always pressuring. Here's Jenkins, looks left, fires over the top. Great defense, my goodness. Definitely a flag. Unintentional, he didn't mean to do it, but
unintentional.
yeah, for sure. He hit him in the head.
And that was the DB on that attempted reception. That was Nakeem Adderley. So they put one of their DBs in to play receiver. So, yeah.
So automatic 1st down, it seems, from Booker T, or for Booker T. And now they move the ball forward, so that'll be 1st down for Booker T. Let's see if Jenkins can get the ball rolling for his team. They trail 36-12. And here, as Coach Calvin Johnson mentioned, you want some momentum heading into the next contest. For sure, give some people some playing time, but you definitely want the momentum. Here's Jenkins, looks left, fires over the top. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it seemed like that was a wheel route coming out of the backfield. Maybe like see Jenkins just put a little more touch on that play. But slightly overthrew the receiver. And once again, those South Dade DBs aren't too far behind.
That's right. 2nd and 10 for the Tornadoes. Twin receivers on both sides. Jenkins looks to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Dorian James. Here's the snap. Jenkins looks to the left, fires over the middle. Great defense, knocked away. Martavius Jean-Baptiste, who had the interception earlier, with a pass breakup. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Booker T. Washington.
Jean-Baptiste looks like a pretty good athlete, man. He has long arms, man. He has quick speed and a quick burst and a quick break on the ball. Something that you definitely want and you like to see in your DBs. And he also had an interception on the night.
He did, absolutely. Earlier was fantastic breaking on that ball. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Jenkins, empty backfield, steps into the pocket, rolls right, throws it over the top, passes incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Tornadoes.
By South Dade, DBs being so athletic and kind of long, it seems like just that window for a pass to go through, it just seems like somebody's always in the vicinity, or that somebody just an arm length from knocking up, breaking up the pass, or like it's a lot of construction going on with trying to complete that pass.
Right,
it has to pretty much be like a perfect pass. And then, too, if it is a perfect pass, they're going to get popped.
As soon as they can, South Dade has been hitting all night, man, all night.
So, yeah, I mean, kudos to South Dade, man. The vaunted defense, man. That secondary. Like I said, that's something South Dade has always been known for. A great secondary and great secondary play.
Absolutely. So 4th down here. Booker T will punt this one away. Here's the snap. And they run a fake. Has nowhere to go. Brought down by Tree Harris. My goodness, all 6'5" of them wasn't playing any games. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the South Dade Buccaneers. Turnover on downs.
Big time play. It's a Tree Adderley. Excuse me, Tree Harris. So he wasn't going for the fake at all.
Not at all. It's an interesting play call there for Booker T. Washington, but nonetheless, 1st and 10 for South Dade. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Bucks. There's a snap way behind the quarterback's head. Wisely falls on it, way over rather. Sierra couldn't grab it from the center. He's not 7'5".
Safe play. He decided to just
jump on it.
Just jump on the ball, instead of risking injury, risking a turnover, a pile up, So at this point, you just want all the athletes in both teams to get out of here uninjured and clean, But at the same time, still play hard and still execute the plays.
Right, that's right. So 2nd down and forever. My goodness, it's so long they didn't update the board. Here we go.
Yeah.
Handoff up the middle. Right, good run by Boss, but gain of about 1 or 2.
Like the great Mr. Wilcox would say 2nd down in a jitney ride. So if you're from Miami and you grew up in the inner city or the outer city, you definitely know what a jitney ride is. It could be quite long. So.
Here we go. So this will be 3rd and a jitney ride, as they say. Mr. Wilcox. Here we go. Let's see if he says it. Close.
There you go, Mr. Wilcox.
Yes, indeed. The legend, Mr. Wilcox. Nice play action pass to the left side. Pass complete. It's his helmet knocked out. That was Hope with the completion.
Joshua Jones has been hitting all night. Hard hitting Joshua Jones.
He sure has.
Somebody for each team to look for. If they're trying to complete passes over the middle. He put the world on notice tonight that Booker T has a hard hitting safety in the middle of the field. So if you're coming down the middle of the field, you better come correct.
Right. And that'll bring up 4th down and long, of course, now sending the punt unit out. I wonder if they will try for the fake like Booker T or just boot it away. Here's the snap, here's the kick. It's high, takes a bounce. Great open field tackle by South Dade. My goodness. Does the whole dance to show off. Blakey Smith, I believe.
Hey, listen, that is truly indicative of South Dade football, man. The game is pretty much, over, But for him to get downfield and to make it hustle down and make a play like that, man, that speaks volume to the program and to the coaching staff and their players. He's still playing hard. That was a great open field tackle.
Absolutely. Smith wrapped up. Great tackle. Antoine Staley thought he was about to take off, but Smith said, no, sir.
He's a junior, so great play.
Yes, indeed. So 1st and 10 for Booker T. Washington late in this fourth quarter. Trying to finish on a positive note. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. Nice gain, met hard at about the 34-yard line. Solid run.
Darryl Ward, number 12.
Simmons nearly gets the first down, but great hit by Ward. That'll bring up 2nd and short.
One thing that I can say that we've seen tonight on both teams' behalf is great open field tackling. They've been maybe 1 or 2 missed tackles combined by both teams, but in the open field has been great one-on-one tackling situations, that's awesome because that's hard to do.
Absolutely. 2nd down and short for the Tornadoes. And the quarterback runs into the running back and just decides to take off. Look at that. Chevin Marshall, just like they drew it up. 1st down. Ran into the running back and just said, let's go. And took off. Wasn't sure if he was going to hand it off. Was he going through this way? But great job by Marshall to just get the 1st down and more.
Hey, Jamin Gray, he's a load, man. He's a pretty big quarterback. Once he gets it going forward, man, how many people want to stand there and tackle him?
No, absolutely. Oh, excuse me, Gray. I apologize. On the wrong side. My apologies. Gray with the 1st down run. So here we go late in the fourth quarter.
He's a junior as well, so.
Just driving down, trying to get some semblance of some scoring, something to end the game on a positive note.
It's something to build on going into next week's game.
Absolutely. Gray just decided to take off with it. Excellent job to have the wherewithal to know that, hey, I got to take off with it, get the 1st down. Ran into his running back, but didn't mess him up whatsoever.
I mean, this is how you earn playing time as well, man. The guys that played to the very end, you know?
That's right. Gray launches one deep for his receiver. That's incomplete. Peltier couldn't find him. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Clear?
So twin receivers on both sides for Booker T. Gray lined up in the shotgun. Looks over to the sideline, getting a call from Coach Dorian James. Here we go. Gray takes the snap, looks right, launches one deep. Pass is intercepted. Another interception for the Buccaneers defense. Jerome Pendergrass gets the interception. Excellent job as they celebrate on the sidelines. That should just about do it. South Dade on top 36-12 over Booker T.
Can't speak enough about the South Dade defense and their cornerbacks. So people have to definitely be put on notice that, you know, if you're gonna throw the ball up,
absolutely,
you gotta be on your game.
We'll take a break, folks. When we return, the final 5:45 here at Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. You're watching the 305 Plus Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
look back at the game, first and 10, South Dade Buccaneers. Small gain on the play.
Clear.
Jaden Schospire, Boss on the carry. It'll be second down and 7. And the 15 senior, Andres Sierra, still in the game, still taking the snaps for the Buccaneers. Number 2, Jaden Boss Schospire in the backfield. Hand clap. Quick pass, incomplete. Intended for number 31, Leon Page.
Clear.
To bring us to 4th down, 4th and 7. Buccaneers on the punt. Back deep for the Tornadoes. Number 5, Terrell Johnson, and number 3, Jamarius Peltier. Flags on the play. Encroachment on the defense. It'll remain 4th down. Once again, a great night to start the football season off here at Adidas Field at Travis Stadium. Booker T. Washington Tornadoes versus the South Dade Buccaneers. Punt is up. Taking the backwards bounce. It's down. By number 4, Tyler Brown. Makes it first down, 1st and 10, Booker T. So far, so good. Pretty much no injuries. Pretty much a clean game. Nobody hurt.
And that's really what you're looking for, you know, like you said, towards the end of this one. Keep everything clean. No injuries, but fight hard till the end.
That's it. Build on the momentum. But guess what? It's a long season, man. Anything can happen.
That's right. Nearly loses the ball.
I tell you, this kid 14 is a load to bring down,
Yeah,
man.
Gray breaks the tackle. That's great.
Especially at this point in the game when the defense has been playing hard and then you bring in this bowling ball. So, hey.
That's right, and there's an injury just when you mentioned it.
Coaching staff, man, I'm looking to implement this guy, you know, because being there, Jenkins is kind of a smallish frame guy. He got hit pretty hard tonight, but you know, he can he could take a couple of snaps and take a load off.
Right, absolutely, Jenkins for sure. I'll let him breathe a little bit.
Yeah, put them in the game together, man. Come up with a package for them both, a little wildcat action.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Like Ricky Williams and Ronnie Brown. They were the same size, but you know, Ricky was a little more, better than Ronnie Brown.
Right,
but
bigger.
You still had to account for both of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't just go on one side. So that's, the creativity. Sperano and them, it was fun. A lot of fun for sure. So man down, hopefully.
What did you take from the game tonight? Like what did you like to see? Was it what you expected? Did it live up to what you thought it would be?
I think it was a fantastic game throughout the contest. Second half, South Dade pulled away. I didn't know they were really that good. I had no clue. But there's no doubting their defense was the difference of this contest, hands down. I like Booker T. Both teams played great, but in the end, South Dade's defense was just so smooth, so solid. They bent, but they didn't break. Only 12 points for Booker T.
Yeah.
All the night that we saw. So props to Coach Pat Burrow for sure, leading his team to victory. I think Coach Dorian James has a little bit of work to do. They'll both go clean it up. But, for the first game, the jitters are out. You've played. And you just go back to the drawing board. Keep working hard.
The thing that gets me, man, is you just knew at some point those turnovers and that sloppy play, if it hadn't been corrected early, that it would come back to play a factor in the game as it did. And once again, the bowling ball is like, hey.
Ray is just, he's hard to bring down, but you're right. Those little things caught up in the end for sure.
Yeah, like you just knew, you just had that feeling. If it wasn't corrected early, that it was going to show its face again. Unfortunately, it caused Booker T, but by no means does that describe what type of team Booker T has.
For sure. They've got a great team. They do young quarterback, receivers galore, running back, and then the defense, of course. You talked about them as well. So, they've got a lot to work on. I mean, a lot to hang their hat on. They just need to clean it up. That's it, like you mentioned. And here's Gray again. Look at the play action, and he's gone to the end zone.
Let's see. They're going to run on
oh,
the ball.
my goodness. Touchdown, Tornadoes.
Yeah, he went looking for contact.
Oh, my goodness, Coach.
He could have went to the corner, but.
I'm running through you. You saw it, too.
Hello,
Coach.
how you doing?
Wow. That's 50 Shades of Gray. My goodness. Are you kidding me? Did he just – well, let me lower my shoulder. What's up?
Yeah.
He carried him to the end zone.
That's something.
You knew it, too. You said something right when you saw it. It was Coach.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Oh, that's a play at the plate, The catch was about to get the ball in.
Definitely.
Coach, what a play, man. Great. Touchdown. Now the point after attempt for the Buccaneers. And for the Tornadoes, that's what you wanted to see. Like you said, maximum effort. Show me something.
Just keep playing.
Absolutely.
The season is over. This isn't the last game. Just keep playing, man. Like mental toughness, man. Like your approach and how you approach and your mindset.
That's right.
Like you just hang your head on the first game of the year. You possibly got 10 or 11 more games. So what are you going to do? You going to check out?
Exactly. After one, you get punched in the mouth once. Right. So,
it's okay, man.
It is okay. You live to see another day.
Definitely. Of course, we all want to win, but in some cases, man, hey, only one team's going to walk away victorious. But it's just how you play, how you win, and how you lose. So, like you said, they cleaned up a few things. Definitely Dorian James and the Booker T Tornadoes are teams to be reckoned with. They can't be taken lightly. But this game could have went either way. It could have went either way. Because that could have been South Dade. Because South Dade made some, unfortunate turnovers in some very bad spots, throughout the game.
They did. It was like you said, the adversity, the perseverance. When something happens, you're looking at it's like, man, well, what just happened? But what's about to happen? But it was just very interesting to see the young 13, 14 to 18, 19-year-olds. This is how they react. And, as we get older, of course, life gets a little bit, you see all the mistakes you made, but the raw and pure talent for these young men, it's just a lot of fun. And then look at the cheerleaders. Just all happy. The band, brings you back to your high school days. Just carefree for sure.
And that score isn't indicative of what
not at
the
all.
game,
not at all.
How it really happened. People are going to see the score and be like, "Oh my God!" But no, you had to be here to understand and really get a feel for what happened tonight.
Right.
And today, just a matter of turnovers. But it was a great game.
I think the score that stands out to me was 14-12. Remember, for the long time, it was like, wow, this is going to be, and it was towards till the end.
And that hour-long first quarter, like that was.
Coach, after the rain delay, after the lightning delay, Coach, I'm telling you, Coach Calvin Johnson, Mr. Espy. So they're going for two right here. We talked about it all night, and they're going to run outside. Speedster gets the 2-point conversion.
That's number 40 on the run.
Yes, indeed. Bernard Hill. No, wrong team. So sorry.
Jason Butler.
Jason Butler with the speed. Yeah. The speed to the outside.
He beat everybody to the outside.
That's right. And
I would have loved to see them hand the ball back off to 14.
Hand it off to 14? Or that would be
great.
Let
him just keep it,
You're right. Either way, look.
He'd have been like Moses. The sea would have spread it. Because I don't think at this point, I really don't believe at this point anybody wants to tackle him at this point in the game. Like, everybody just want to get on the bus, man. He's a load.
Yeah, whoever that last dude was in the end zone, he's going to talk about it like, I shouldn't have. Look, you had to do something, but he's going to feel that one for sure. So 36-20. Score looks a little bit better. Less than 4 minutes remaining here on opening night, or as they say, kickoff weekend at newly renovated Adidas Field at Traz-Powell Stadium.
Yes, sir.
That's beautiful. Has a nice ring to it, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Not too many words. It fits.
And straight to the point.
Straight
You
to
know,
the
Traz-Powell, they know it's the Mecca. Y'all grew up here in Miami.
Yeah, but now they know it's Adidas Field.
Absolutely. We are so thankful for Adidas.
As my island people say, Adidas.
Adidas. Come on.
Adidas
Come
Field
on.
at Traz-Powell.
Come on, Coach. That's beautiful, man. Wonderful.
And Booker T still has the opportunity to get a stop and get the ball back to 14 and let them.
What'd you talk about? Let's work on the things. Now is the onside kick. Just exactly, you got to work on it, right? You don't know which side I'm kicking, but well, they're going to go straight then. They had a chance, though. They had a chance. Uh-oh. He's still going to try to return it.
Good tackle.
Good tackle, but good run. Smith once again. Lakey Smith. Or Lakai. Yeah, for sure. If it is Lakai, then forgive me, sir. But either way, Smith is a fantastic. What is that? Okay. I thought it was laundry on the field.
Minky
Smith, huh?
Minky Thorpe.
Okay.
Number 32, Makai Thorpe.
With the tackle.
He's a senior. Yeah, good tackle for a senior. Like, this is last year, so hey.
Make some plays, right.
He's officially in the stat book.
Absolutely.
Nobody can take, that's the beautiful thing about sports and life, man. Nobody can take this moment away from you because it happened. You're in the books. Everything like this is what it's about, the camaraderie, about building character, about building morale, just being amongst the guys, man, and playing under these lights, man. And at some point, I guarantee you that all of these young men were once little kids watching people play.
Right.
So guess what? This is a goal, man. It's awesome, man. It's a great feeling, man.
Absolutely. And then the next generation that are watching now from the sidelines, you see them, Let's run up the middle for about a gain of 1 yard.
South Dade, new quarterback in, number 19, sophomore, Ashton Adair. Ashton Adair.
Getting some time on the field. Let's see, they're going to try to run the clock all the way down, of course.
Clean ending to a good game, man,
That's right.
The defense still play hard. Try to get the ball back and see if you get another score.
Here we go. RPO hands it off up the middle. There's a flag. Still on his feet. My goodness. If we can get a number on that. Hold on. Finally. 23. So there is a flag, right. That was Demetrius Whipple. Demetrius Whipple still on his feet, it seems like, but holding, as you mentioned. And here we go. 2:28 left in this contest, holding, so they're going to go backwards. More room to run, more clock.
In a situation like this, I kind of not want to see Booker T blitz, because then, the game's kind of out of hand. You don't want them to go up top and it seem like they're trying to rub it in.
But if you blitz, I'm throwing it. I'm sorry. I mean, unless if that's what you want to do, it's fine. We'll keep playing. No problem. But I think they're going to run it for sure up the middle. But look at that. Front seven. Here we go, Coach. Good patience by Ashton Adair. Here's the snap. Drops back. Looks to the left. Fires it. Nice throw. Great. Nice move. Another move. Breaks 2 tackles. And he could go all the way. Boss Shropshire. Touchdown Buccaneers.
What did I just say about the blitz?
If they blitz, I'm throwing. And Shropshire, did you see the first move? He avoided the tackle, and then the juke to the right, another juke to the right.
And that missed tackle was a fatigue missed tackle.
Boss, my goodness, he showed up the CEO.
Yes, he did. Yes.
CEO got him in the first quarter.
He just showed and said, and he just told him who was the boss.
He did.
The boss.
Who's the boss?
He put a nail in the coffin.
Wow,
he
Mama's
put a nail in the coffin.
Mama's either in the stands or at home watching, and this is just incredible.
Heck of a throw by Adair also.
Yeah,
to the
across
boundary
the
side,
field.
the wide side of the field. Great throw. Yeah, it was on time too.
Planted his foot and just chunked it. What a play!
Because he was under duress. It was a blitz.
And here we go. Look at the blue smoke, folks. South Dade Another point after attempt, and guess what? It's good by who else? None other than Michael Sam.
Michael Sam is definitely, if it was some scouts in here tonight looking for a kicker, he's definitely earned himself a scholarship somewhere.
Yeah, and there's the smoke. Look at South Dade has ended this one.
Yes.
Not over yet, but 43-20, Coach. My goodness.
I think you don't blitz. I think they just run the clock out.
It's funny you said that because you've been, for a baseball guy, you sure do know football.
Yeah.
Really. You did your homework. You did great, but just anticipation, you kind of knew that they had 7 or 8, and it's like, well, if you see what they see, then but what a throw, and then what a series of moves after that. I give Boss all the credit. Jaden Shropshire. I just wanted to say his last name.
Yeah.
Shropshire.
Great,
and the speed.
Great last name. The speed, and the safety had an angle on him and couldn't close.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, he caught that at, the 40.
Right.
40, yeah.
Then he went around. He broke the first tackle, but the next 2 jukes for me, oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Absolutely amazing.
It was on the 47.
He remembers the exact line, too.
Right there.
Love it. Here we go, folks. 43-20. Appreciate all our listeners tuning in. Of course, Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. Michael Sam is going to try to get it out of the end zone. I wonder if he asked his team to do the false start the first time, just so he can kick it deeper. I wonder.
Okay, chance for return.
That's right, caught at the 4, and here we go. All the way to the left side, swallowed by a slew of Buccaneer defenders. My goodness, Coach. And he is down, not out, but down on his feet, holding his shoulder, but he's good. That was Tyrell Johnson. And here we go. Should be the final drive of the ball game, Coach. Been a pleasure tonight. Great Miami evening. Look at the cheerleaders and dance team. The Bulls, of course.
It don't
The
even
Bucks,
seem like it
excuse me.
rained. Like great.
No, not at all. We
Great,
kicked Aaron out. Aaron tried to come this way, but Miami pushed him out.
And the suction on the field and oh man, great. The water subsided, no more puddles. It doesn't seem like it rained today.
So true, because earlier, right around that area, that hot spot was a huge puddle, but no more. So shotgun formation, let's see what the Tornadoes can do here. Overthrown, incomplete. And I'll bring up second down here.
Those sticky South Dade DBs, man, they're there like they're.
Look at him still communicating,
Right,
still, until the last minute.
They take pride in that secondary down there, man.
Well, there was a point in the game where we talked and look at him. They're going to let him know we're here now. Come on.
Yeah. That's
So
down,
Florida's dancing, right?
Down
Yes,
south
sir.
versus up north, man. So
Yes, indeed.
they had the right to do their dance, man, because they played hard, man.
Absolutely, and there was a
Had
fumble on the play, right?
Absolutely.
My goodness, who carried the ball there on that one? Looked like it was Mekhi Thorpe.
But
But he got hit.
Yeah, it was recovered by number 31. Didn't give up on the play.
So good job by his teammate to catch that one, right?
Carlin Georges.
There you go. Carlin's George makes it. So that'll be the final minute of this one. 43-20. South Dade will advance to 1-0 on the season. Booker T will drop to 0-1. Here we go. Run to the right. Great pursuit. My goodness. Still hungry with less than a minute left.
That's something to build off of, man. Like, that's something to...
Got to give credit to Coach, right? I got to give, who else would have them like that? Pat Burrow, right? He's done a great job. I don't know who he is, but I can't wait to meet him. He's done a fantastic job.
He put him in them, man. He put it in them, and they answered the call, man. And they accepted the challenge, whatever their goals was coming into the game and into the season. They're living up to it. They accept the challenge. They played the whole way through.
They
Literally.
did. They did.
To
And
the clock
shout
went
out to
through.
Dorian James as well. He had his boys prepared. It was a different level for Pat Burrow, and they are excited. Congratulations to the South Dade Buccaneers.
Well-deserved.
Well-deserved victory tonight.
Well-deserved victory.
Yes, indeed. Of course, Coach Calvin Johnson alongside myself, Haptam Kanata. We really enjoyed bringing you this broadcast. Kickoff Weekend, and look at the team going crazy. They are loving it. It is very infectious all the way throughout the community. So
Yes, it is.
South Dade gets this one 43-20.
It makes the drive back home down south even better.
Absolutely. You know, they took care of business tonight. It was wonderful. You've got Orange Lutheran tomorrow, of course. You want to remember that, 7 o'clock, coming against Northwestern, the Bulls.
The Mighty Bulls.
The
The
mighty
Mighty
Bulls.
Northwestern.
That's right, and you can tune in, of course, to 305 Plus Network. A fantastic app doing a great job, and there she goes. Let them know. They took care of business, the Bucks, with the victory, and they're going to dance it off. Yes, indeed.
Congratulations to both schools, man. Great game. Like I said, the most
great
important
game.
part,
Great
nobody got an injury. Like, clean game, man. Everybody can go home, man, and just, for Carroll City, for Booker T, they just have a few things to clean up, and they definitely competed. But South Dade, they definitely could build on this game, man, and hey, this is a big victory against a very, very good Booker T team.
Yeah, a lot to build on for the young quarterback, as you mentioned, the sophomore quarterback. You talked a lot about him. I really like his poise. He's going to be great. He is. Just keep working hard. He showed a lot of character tonight. And just a great contest overall. They pulled away, but we're truly grateful. So like we said, we want to remind you tomorrow night, be sure to tune in if you can't come in here. Part 2 of our Kickoff Classic Weekend. As you mentioned, the Orange Lutheran Lancers from where?
Orange, California.
Orange, California, going against the Northwestern Bulls of Miami.
Bulls of Miami,
the defending
Northwestern.
champs, right? Teddy Bridgewater, the former coach, just got hired, signed by the Buccaneers. So amazing job for him. So for Troy Mitchell at the studio doing a great job leading us, Coach Calvin Johnson, it's been a pleasure, my man.
Awesome.
Definitely until next time, we thank everybody. Daryl for running things Adidas and signing out for the first time from Adidas Field at Traz Powell Stadium. I'm Haptom Kaleta. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in, and have a safe and wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock here on the 305 Plus Network.